Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? This is Mitchell, and this is Penny for a Tale. Welcome tonight. We just got done talking to Peter Nalo, creative director over at Helmgas, who creates Kult Divinity Lost, and as well as the writer for Oakwood Heights. If you haven't checked that out, I encourage you to either look over at the YouTube videos, the podcast, or just check out the Twitch video. But you'll find it over there. Really interesting discussion, and Peter, especially for GMs and writers out there, he had a lot of good stuff, advice for you guys. But we have a very special show tonight. We are doing the sequel to our own Oakwood Heights, which we ran earlier this year. It has been a journey since then. It's been a while, but it's been a lot of fun. This scenario will, of course, be available for free for everyone sometime late November, where you can play any of the survivors or just any new characters from Oakland Heights. So you can play in this one. So this is a lot of fun. I got the cast back. We are all dressed up with these amazing characters who you guys will no doubt enjoy, but hopefully hate. So enough about me and Penny for a Tale. Let's learn a little bit about the rest of the cast that are here today. We will start with one of my favorites. As they all eagerly wait to see who that is. But we're going to say Jennifer. So why don't you introduce yourself? No one say who you will be playing. We're going to figure that out. But of course the names are right below them. But yeah, go ahead, Jennifer.
Okay. Hi, I'm Jen. On the internet, I am known as Savage Sparrow. I run a company called Savage Sparrow Studios. We design and sell super awesome, nerdy t-shirts. You can see me on the Twitch streaming my art, and also we do a D&D game every Tuesday, though we will be canceling tomorrow. And I will be doing the artwork for the upcoming BNS Changeling the Dreaming Volume 2, so give that a check out. It is for free on the Storyteller's Vault.
Yeah, definitely check that out. Also, as always, if you want to give any of them a gun, just subscribe to Savage Sparrow. So not here. Subscribe to Savage Sparrow, or check out her store. Buy a T-shirt, and I will give one of these people.
Well, you can't buy a shirt right now because we're going through doing a full update on the website. Like, that's literally what my all day was today. But, I have a bunch of social media and a Patreon. There we go.
Yeah. So support Savage Sparrow. We'll love you lots, and we'll give someone a gun.
Give us money, we'll get gun.
Yes, gun is good.
Gun is good. All right.
Really well last time.
Yeah, it did save you. So we will hop over to Ian, who is actually is playing a very special character tonight, but we'll go into that a little bit later. So Ian, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Ian, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm very interested in Pathfinder 1st and 2nd edition, so you'll probably always find me on the channel doing something if it's related to one of those. Sunday nights we have been doing 1st edition, and we'll be wrapping that up coming the beginning of 2020. We should have a fun game of 2nd edition, so look out for that, and I'll be GMing that.
Mitchell,
What?
we get a gun as the Diablo Cody just followed me.
Man.
All right, someone will get a gun. It'll be amazing.
Thank you, Diablo Cody.
That's how we do here. It's the lax gun laws. Thing. Like a Twitch channel, you get a gun. All right, Malia, why don't you go ahead?
Oh, hi, that's me. I'm Malia. I'm interested in role-playing games and such. I have a Twitter account, one whole tweet tweeted at SimpodArts at Twitter. I play in Ian's games. I show up here when I can. That's basically it. Oh, I have a webcomic in development, so if you follow at Twitter, Might find out some things
That's
eventually.
Yeah.
And the whole
that's exciting.
second tweet I've ever done. One day.
I'm excited.
Ooh. All right, and Alex, go ahead.
Why am I last? He hates me. Hi, I am Alex Roth. I am back here. I'm super excited to play this game. I had a super amazing time last time. You can find me here on Twitch, Sailor Taco Cat, or on Facebook. I play a whole bunch of games, and I am super excited.
Blam. All right, awesome stuff. So we're going to take a quick break while I try to. There's one little thing I need to do, but we will be right back. 3 minutes tops. So be right back.
Malia, link your webcomic in the Twitch.
Okay.
All right, we are back. Sorry about that. I just had to fix something real quick. All right, so like I said, today we are playing one of our favorite games, Cult Divinity Lost, done by Helmgas with this amazing crew. But enough gilding the lily, so to speak. We are going to hop right into it, but with one warning for people out there. This is a mature channel. I'm sure you were warned before you came in here, and I'm just going to warn you again. That despite this being a role-playing game, we will be diving into some pretty dark things. Nonetheless, this is a safe place for the players. The X card is in effect, so if anything occurs that you are uncomfortable with, send me a message in either way of your choosing. Get my attention, and we will skip past that part. Furthermore, for the viewers, if something occurs that makes you feel uncomfortable, I encourage you to take a 3 to 5 minute break, come back, see if the circumstances have changed, and continue watching. And if not, skip more or watch something else. The focus of the channel is always for our players to enjoy themselves in a comfortable environment. So yeah, safety material, safety tools, awesome stuff. But let's hop into it. So we are 9 years after the event of Oakwood Heights. William Bedford and Aiden have both grown up, but we will also be introducing some new characters through this adventure as well. But first, just kind of have the setting. So we are in Detroit, this kind of misty, foggy town of industry. It's a place where a lot of industry, because of the recession, has not done well. So there are factories which stand empty. There are city blocks filled with trash. Industrial areas where you can just go down streets and you'll find no one there, even on like a busy work day. So some very empty places in this bustling city, despite the amount of people that surround it. We're gonna zero in on one of our characters here, and you know what? Let's go to Beverly. It is a weeknight. We'll say around 8 p.m. What's Beverly doing on this weeknight? And describe your character, who she is. What does she look like?
So Beverly Keener is the wife of a reverend. She is a let's see, we'll say like middle-aged, God-fearing woman who is tonight probably going over some notes from the people that she had counseled that day, and is has just dutifully cooked a wonderful meal for her husband, and is finishing off the last for work before heading to bed at a reasonable hour, because who stays up late? That's wrong. And basically hair pulled back, always with the pearls, always with the button-up shirts that go up very high, and that's it.
Awesome stuff. Do you and your husband sleep in the same bed, or separate ones?
I think so. Weird question to ask. I have been so much. Yes, we do. But there is no cuddling.
No touching at all.
Yeah.
Butts facing each other.
Butts against butts.
Not against butts. They can't touch.
You're right. You're right.
No boodly jiggly here.
Leave room for Jesus.
Yes, precisely. Thank you.
All right. So you're getting ready for bed and everything, and your husband is definitely getting a little handsy. You kind of know what he wants. He's never been very subtle nor romantic about it. The process has always been very unsexy. But nonetheless, what's Beverly's response?
Obviously, it is to perform her wifely duties as befitting God's plan.
And so she does.
Yes.
Roll for initiative.
Oh my god! Let's roll a grapple, I guess.
Roll a grapple.
Critical hit.
So we'll kind of zoom out from that scene as we go over to Abigail Perez. What's Abigail up to tonight, and what does she look like?
So you got your college student, probably not wanting to be there really. Probably just doing enough homework just to get a passing grade. Probably end up staring at the TV more than actually doing the homework. Just chilling. Usually is wearing like a nicer shirt and sweater when she's in town. Skinny jeans, either maybe like some boots or it's like Converse or something. Then she's out of town. She's like wearing more comfortable like outdoorsy clothes. Yeah, she's
Is she
kind of
doing
chilling.
anything particular this night, or just studying?
Yeah, just studying, quote unquote studying.
Kind of laxing back as most college students, not most, but some college students do. At least I did.
Yeah.
All right. So let's swoop on over to Aiden. What are you up to this weeknight?
Said weeknight,
Yeah, it's a weeknight.
depending on how late in the night.
It's probably around like 8 or 9.
Yeah, well, I'm security, so Aiden works nights. He looks a lot older. If you see him now compared to pictures headlining in the news, you'd think a lot more than a few years have passed. He's got a gray streak, salt and pepper hair, about mid-length, and then a beard he's too stubborn to realize isn't actually filling out. You see like little nicks, razor burn. He doesn't take a lot of care when he's grooming himself. He just kind of does what he needs to do to keep his job, but he'd probably be doing that on a weeknight.
All right. You probably get a text from your now divorced wife, just saying, next week you have about a day to spend with your kid. Trying to get kind of settle on a day next week for you to spend an afternoon with him. Sorry.
Yep.
All right, and we hop over to William.
Oh man, I'm William Bedford. I am now about 18 or 19. I am a freshman at the University of Detroit Mercy. It's a Roman Catholic school. It's private. My degree is in religious studies. I kind of came in thinking that this was going to be a new, fresh start for me. I feel that I need to be here because Aiden, who has raised me for 11 or 10 odd years, he's kind of tired of me, and he's tired of all the shit that came with me. And I'm tired of living that life. I'm tired of having to, always be reminded of that whole thing that happened. And I thought coming here would be amazing, and I would, really get to live my own life and get away from all of that. But it's followed me, and I started doing horribly. I'm starting to do really bad in school. I'm on the brink of failing. Aiden doesn't really know this. I don't really talk to Aiden because I think he just wants to be rid of me. But I have horrible nightmares. So right now what I am doing, I am trying to finish up a paper, but I haven't slept in the past like 3 days. And I am so tired that I just am falling asleep while doing this paper.
All right. So William's living situation it's actually the same as Abigail's. They both live in this household in Detroit, the southern area, not too far from Oakwood Heights. In fact, it is 435 Oakwood Street. It is this white old building that was formerly this most likely what a nuclear family would have had to live in. But it's been divided up through some renovations to allow for this off-campus housing. So William, as you're studying, it's hard to focus. Your eyes start to get heavy, and you fall asleep.
Do I have to make a roll?
No.
I think. Okay.
Roll
There
for
is some-
sleep.
there is something that if I fall asleep, I have to do something.
Oh, this is true, but not in this case.
Okay.
When you wake up, you feel a hard surface underneath you.
Okay.
Opening your eyes, there's this dark fluorescent light. You kind of see like these dark trails on the outer edges, like it was partly burned and should definitely be switched out because it's probably a hazard about this time. But it illuminates this very small cell, this prison cell. You were on this steel bench. Your clothes are rustled up, and you can see, kind of on the tips of your long sleeve, what looks like some red stains.
Am I alone in this
You
room?
are alone.
Just by looking, I can probably tell that I'm in a jail cell, right? Okay. I'm going to look around. Can I do an investigation check or?
Yeah. What? You don't have to roll for this. It's a pretty easy
Okay.
check looking around. What are you looking for?
Anything. Looking to see if anything was dropped, or do I have my wallet? Do I have my keys? Do I have my phone or anything?
You do not. Kind of checking your pockets over, your wallet, keys. The only thing that's left in your pocket is this kind of a wrapper for gum.
I eat it. No. I get up and I go to the cell door. Is it like a door, or is it like bars?
Bars, yeah. It's definitely one of the older Detroit prison cells. Kind of that old feeling of the 1980s with steel bars, chip paint, and such.
I'm gonna try and like call it like, hello, hello. See if there's a guard or somebody that'll come over.
Down the hall, you see a door open, and coming towards you, as he flips on the light to the hallway, is a very large police officer, most likely accustomed to desk work. He has several what look like stains on his shirt from either coffee or some other material that he's been eating recently. This mustache and beard with a receding hairline. He approaches you with this small, like, police baton and kind of presses it against your shoulder and kind of moves you back from the door.
Hey, just why am I here? What I just woke up. What's going on?
You don't remember?
Remember what? No, I don't.
You kids, I swear, you get in one argument and then suddenly you don't remember anything. I thought something a kid from that Catholic school would be a little bit different. Oh, well.
You have to tell me why I'm in here. That's the law. You got to tell me why I'm here. I'm asking why I'm here.
And he takes this small little notebook from his back pocket and flips through it. William Bedford, you think that I owe you something?
I just want you to uphold the law and tell me why I'm in here.
This pisses me off every time. Damn kids. Look. Bryce Wilkes, your roommate.
Yeah.
He's in the hospital right now. It's because of you.
What? Why? What did...
Why don't you tell me?
What? This is the first time I'm hearing of... I just woke up. I was writing a paper like an hour ago, and I just woke up. What the fuck is going
Likely
on?
story.
What the fuck is going on?
Look, your guardian will be here soon, okay? You work something out.
What? My guardian?
Yeah.
Aiden?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Hey,
Fuck,
you called
fuck.
for him.
I called for him?
Yeah.
Does he remember that?
Mm-mm.
Okay. He's trying to rack his brain. What the fuck? What happened to Bryce? What happened to Bryce?
Are you concerned now? I tell you what, and he just kind of ignores you as he heads back down the hall.
Wait, no.
Turns
Come back.
the light off.
Come back.
Closes the
He's gonna yell.
door. Leave you in this dark, cell-filled hallway. So, Aiden, you received a call later that night concerning William. It was from William himself, basically saying that he needed you, that he didn't want to call you, but, you know, necessity. Normally, something like this, William would be held in the cell for a couple days at least. But you still have some pull with the police force, and are able to post bail. Just there'll be some restrictions, some rules you have to follow. Part of that is Beverly, as you are the counselor and have been for William for some time. You received this call late at night concerning William, and the law enforcement police requested your presence down at Old Wayne jail, specifically for William.
Okay. I mean, she would be on her way immediately. So, yeah, I'd get my stuff together, all of my Bible and all the things, and head down post haste.
All right. Your husband kind of gives a slight wave and tosses over, not really registering much. Abigail, you've definitely heard through the grapevine that your friend William is at Old Wayne County Jail. The stories kind of are vague about exactly why, but that William was screaming insults and vulgarities as he was being dragged out of the house. You slept through it all, but you know, you were woken up by the text as well as some of your friends talking about it.
Oh. All right. Would I be able to see if I can try and go visit him there? Because I'm trying to figure. He's my best fucking friend.
Yeah, you can take a bus and start heading down there. Perfect. So Aiden, I assume you're one of the first people who gets to the Wayne County Jail. You have to park a couple blocks away, and it's pretty late, about midnight, heading towards 1 a.m. It's brisk, it's cold. There's this mist is kind of weighing heavy upon the roads. You know, the normal look that you have when a city like this is silent. You have these dark lights shining on each street with some cars sparse across the road. You see windows shining with its fluorescent lights through the bars of the county jail as you approach. Coming in to the county jail. The kind of reception area isn't really welcoming. There's blue tiles with these black specks upon it, with matching blue chairs, plastic, of course, with this metallic legs. They don't look comfortable, but they stand in rows, about 5 of them, aimed towards the reception desk, where you see the officer that you're pretty sure you spoke to on the phone, Officer Mickleston. He's the large man with the mustache and the beard. He looks like he's currently going through some paperwork, and between chewing gum, he's taking puffs from an e-cig.
Well, I'm wearing all black. I changed my outfit once I realized I was quite a known figure in the local news circuit. So instead of wearing dress clothes and a nice scarf like I used to, you see me in a bomber jacket, maybe a hat like this. Yeah, and I know him by first name basis. I mean, we might have even trained together, so he'll recognize me before I even need to give him my name.
Yeah, he looks up. Hey, why don't you take a seat? Take a seat there. I'm almost done with the paperwork. It's good what you're doing for your boy.
I'm not going to answer that.
He kind of, there's this awkward silence before he begins addressing the paper before him with scrutiny. It's about this same time on the outside that Beverly and Abigail are walking across the street towards the entrance of the building.
Do I recognize that it's Abigail?
If I see her first, I try my best to either get in before her or like not interact. Don't even at me, Beverly.
Abigail, is that you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dear, where have you been? It's been too long.
School? I'm still making my way towards the building. I'm not trying to stop and have a
and
conversation.
Beverly is completely ignoring like she's keeping pace with you. She's maintaining eye contact. It's like, yes, we're here together. Tell me, dear, how is school going for you? I recall that you had some troubles before.
It's fine now. Worked it out. Opens door.
I'm so glad to hear, she just holds the door still for a moment. Like, I'm so glad to hear that. Have you finally found what you were looking for?
Sure. Does that make you happy?
What makes me happy is if you finally returned to the grace of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Is that a 2-door thing? Is this a 2-door
No, it's just one single door.
She's just like, it's like an iron grip. Like
I do the thing where I'm starting to nudge my foot in so I can start to push it against your hand kinda. I'm like,
yeah.
Sure. Yes, that's what happens. Definitely.
I'm so glad to hear that. And she you should definitely swing by my office for tea again at some point. I recall how much you love the lemon squares.
Yeah. They weren't dry at all. Very moist, very good, very cool.
Oh, of course. I'll make sure that we prepare some for you next time. Are you here to see are you here to see young Mr. Bedford?
Yeah, they actually stops getting angry. I got a text about what happened, and I just want to try to figure out what's going on. He's my best friend.
Has he been having those nightmares again?
Yes. To my knowledge, yes.
Very, very, that's... Well, hopefully we can talk to him and find out the truth of the matter and clear this whole nasty business right up.
That I can agree with you on.
So you guys headed?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Aiden, you see Beverly and Abigail waltz into this little area.
Do I know Aiden or of him?
You've seen him before. You know, it's a typical friend's dad, awkward dad thing.
Wow.
He's
Yeah.
one of the man.
Yeah.
Fuck the man.
I'll nod at Abigail, and then as soon as I see Beverly, just kind of down again a little bit.
Mr. Kostov.
Howdy.
Hi, Mr. Aiden.
I am surprised that is your wife around here?
Was that surprising?
Well, you know, in this time when there has been so much trouble with the child, I would think that she would put her own personal whatever she's doing aside to be there for the child.
Hadn't crossed my mind.
I am so sorry, but I will do my best to provide that feminine influence that a growing boy needs to have in his life.
Right. Hey, Alex, you have a minute?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You talk.
You guys head over to a corner.
The outside.
Oh, outside.
Really clear some distance.
Thank God.
Look, yeah, I didn't expect this to happen again. Is he all right?
Okay, do I know if this has happened before?
William has been violent before, but never incarcerated.
Okay. We don't really talk about it, but I know he's been having nightmares, so I'll try to help him, but I don't know.
Aiden winces at the word nightmares. All right. All right, let's do this then. Thank you.
All right, you guys step back inside, and just in time, two police officers have retrieved William. Two young officers. They don't handcuff William. They almost look at him with some pity. But the moment they kind of go through the doors and look at Aiden, oh, Aiden, you can feel the contempt as they look at you. They hate you. Mickleston gets up from and kind of waddles from over his desk. All right, everyone, thank you for coming here this late at night, or should I say morning. He kind of pauses as if that was a joke.
Okay, give him a sad, pitiful thumbs up.
No trouble at all.
So, I mean, I don't want to go into William's history. I've been on the force for some time, and y'all who know why I'm not going to get into it. Nonetheless, because of his recent actions, there has to be a price of some sorts. Luckily, Aiden and I have been able to come to an accord of some sort. And Beverly, you're going to play a big part of this. Actually, we, in part of his bail, first off, Aiden, you are responsible to make sure he doesn't leave the state. Is that something you can do?
Yeah.
All right.
Big.
Excellent. William is accused of assaulting his roommate, Bryce Wilkes. Unfortunately, Bryce has not been able to give a statement due to the severity of his injuries at this time, but circumstantial evidence heavily point to William Bedford. Now, I know this is probably something psychological or something like that, but nonetheless, part of the deal is that William will be monitored, in part by Beverly, in part by Aiden, specifically tonight and the coming nights, to ensure that there are no repeat incidents.
Officer.
Yes, go ahead, Miss Kaner. Mrs. Kaner, I'm sorry.
If you could please enlighten me more about this other boy
Mm-hmm.
that Mr. Bedford allegedly assaulted. What is it not possible that because I know that this home has many children who come from troubled paths. Is it not possible that William was defending himself, perhaps?
So I mean, I don't want to show you the pictures, but if you saw what I seen, you would understand that defense was not a part of the equation. That I don't want to go into it, Mrs. Beverly, especially for such a Christian woman like you.
Oh, of course.
I just hope you you trust that we know what we're doing and that we want what's best for William, or at least I do.
Oh, of course. I never meant to imply anything otherwise. It's just, again, we've been working with William for so long, and I just can't even imagine that it would cross that line. It's hard to fathom.
Yeah, me too. I mean, that's the only reason why I'm letting this happen. But it is my hope with some monitoring that one, we prevent any doubt concerning it, and second, we can continue having this conversation with people who can actually do something to help William in the long term. But really, we're just waiting for Bryce Wilkes to wake up and give his statement. But I'm gonna tell you, Mrs. Kaner, it doesn't look good. Yeah. And he kind of looks at William. All right, boys, return his things to him. And one of the police officers kind of holds out this plastic tray with William's keys, wallet, as well as knickknacks and such that he might have in his pocket. Really appreciate y'all doing this. And he looks at William like he wants to say something, and then just kind of shrugs and goes back to his desk. The other two leave, so it's you four just sitting in that, standing in that open area.
I hug the boy.
Aw. He'll hug her.
Look at him.
Abigail back. Yeah. I didn't, and he'll whisper, I didn't do it. I swear to
I
God, I
believe-
didn't do it. I didn't fucking do it.
I believe you. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna hold this. We're gonna figure it out.
Okay.
Wow. I don't think it is appropriate for him to go back to that home with all that has happened and all of the. It has never been a good place for him. You are welcome to come to our place this evening. We can. There will be cookies. I can heat some more milk for you. It'll settle the nerves.
I don't want to. I just want to go home. I just want to get out of here. He'll start to get up at this point, like, or just I don't know. I don't know.
In that case, Beverly will just take a gentle arm around his shoulder and like, don't worry, dear. Can worry about that tomorrow. Just come with me. And like, she'll just like shoot Aiden this look,
Yeah, we'll
like,
do it.
I dare you, motherfucker.
Will, is there anything you want me to grab from your room, if I can even, or anything you might need?
I don't know. He's gonna look at Ada and he's gonna
Shaking my head.
Toothbrush, my dear. Change of clothes. And perhaps if there's any other toiletries in specific that you would need.
I really don't want to stay. I just want to go back to the house. I just want to go back to the house. Can I go back to the house?
Aiden nods.
Okay. He's gonna look over at Abigail, and kind of like, I need Can we just go back? Okay. He's gonna start to walk towards Abigail and towards the door.
All right. So where you guys headed?
Back to the house? If it's not like a police zone. Like, is it
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
like
your room was literally a crime scene.
it was?
It's fine, probably.
It's totally fine. It's fine. Everything's
Yeah.
fine.
You'll at least need to stop there, maybe just to check things out, and maybe you need Beverly and Aiden there just to kind of support you through that process.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean,
We're not letting, like, you know, Aiden may be irresponsible and like, oh yeah, sure, child, go to the murder zone. But Beverly's like,
The murder.
So, I would probably call my husband at this point, just like, and explain the situation. I would like to see William stay with us tonight, but he seems insistent on returning to that deplorable home of depravity that he was living in. And
I live there too.
Our house.
Yeah, depravity.
Exactly. Duh. And that father of his just seems content to watch his son go down that dark rabbit hole.
All right, Beverly. All right. As it's so unfortunate, actually. Me and one of the younger members of our church had a difficult time tonight, so she's actually coming over, and I'm going to be counseling her just for a couple hours. So actually, if you don't mind, I think just so she and I can kind of focus on what needs to be done, I think it might be a good idea that you either sleep at the church or sleep over at William's place.
Of course, honey. You know what's best after all.
Excellent. All right, and you hear.
What the fuck?
Has Hayden said anything at this point? William's walking out. William is heading
Yeah.
towards
Yeah,
that
I'm
door.
with-
Okay.
I
I'm
assume,
with.
like, this is
Yeah.
like me calling while I'm
Well,
like,
on the way.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right,
We're
so
just
you guys.
listening in. Like,
Well, whose car are we taking? Are we taking are we walking, or are we taking Aiden's car, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had
That was me.
assumed you guys were taking Aiden's car.
Yeah,
and
you
I
two are
was
probably
driving myself.
Aiden's, unless you want to hear like Amazing Grace on repeat.
no.
No. Veggie Tales.
Bible man.
It's one of those minivans with a little TV screen. It's only the Bible
God.
Veggie Tales playing.
Oh God. Oh God, that's
Yeah,
my personal hell.
This is what the kids like.
Okay.
All right, so you guys come to 435 Oakwood Street. As described before, it's this white building, off-campus housing. There are 4 different housing or apartments in the place. One is on the top floor, which is really meant for 2 people. And the bottom floor has 3 rooms. The grass is unkempt as usual. There is a 7-Eleven and a tattoo parlor right across the street, and just beyond it is It's kind of like this industrial park. These vats with smoke spewing from the tops of them, just kind of off to the distance. There's only one street lamp on this street, and it's kind of a little further down. The one that is in front of the house just doesn't work. So it's a little bit dark here, with some broken up solar lights out in front, almost like the little Christmas lights, with only one or two actually working and giving off any amount of light. There are these dark and green vines that wrap up the right side of the drain pipe, and the brick foundation appears to be somewhat cracked. These white, almost sagging steps lead up to the front porch, and of course there's this window door, screen door with a wooden white one just beyond it. So Abigail, coming up, you of course, as well as William, have the key to get into the house itself, and then you have your keys for your individual places. There are 4 mailboxes, but they're not up to date. They are like just have the old names with white chipped paint on it.
Wait.
This area is super dirty. Go ahead.
Wait, before we go in, I want to do enhanced awareness.
Ooh, gonna jump
yeah.
right into it. All right.
I am. I'm gonna jump right into it before we go in, because I think he wants to, like, he'll take Abigail's hand. Just like, wait, just 1 minute. I need to just prepare myself. He'll take a breath, and I will roll my D6. Is it? No, I'm just kidding. D10. Thanks,
D6
Mitchell.
is if you want hard mode. D10s if you want to play it the real way.
Oh shoot! I did not. I rolled a 1. No matter what I get, that's not. What's the negative? Oh. Oh. Okay, that's fine. Great, excellent.
Yeah. It's perfect.
Excellent. Great.
So you look at that house, and before you kind of see the paint start to chip away as you're looking at this. You've always kind of been able to see things in a different light, and it's always like this different perspective, like a red light or a blue light upon something that's normally illuminated by the sun, or a fluorescent light just kind of gives you this alternate perspective of the surrounding. So you focus and kind of shine that light upon the area, and the first thing you see are these 2 red eyes, as if there's a face right in front of you, obscuring your sight, as you are looking at this, and almost glaring at you, and you feel this sharp pain in your, like, just on your stomach. You were going to take 1 harm.
Oh Lord. He's gonna double over, I think, or like at least make something.
Am
I'll probably grab his arm and be like, "Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I see this at this point too, or no?
Yeah. You guys all see William kind of double over.
No, I'm fine.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. I just need a moment. He's gonna look at Aiden. I'm fine. I just need a moment, okay?
You need to sit down?
No. He's gonna kind of walk, like, down the stairs a little bit and try and, like, catch his breath and focus his attention and clear his mind a little bit.
Yeah. Abigail, you feel a brush upon your cheek, almost like a kiss, and a slight giggle of amusement.
From her purse, Beverly would pull out one of those, like, peppermint things and hand it to William.
Werther's. She gave me a Werther's.
Sugarless.
It might help the nerves. gives you something to focus on.
Okay. Thanks. After a moment, William would kind of collect himself and walk back up the stairs and just kind of nod and let's go.
Yeah, you feel yourself. You're definitely bleeding somewhat underneath your shirt.
Oh, potatoes.
Stepping in, you guys are immediately, as you kind of like the steps are pretty noisy as you're stepping through your creaks and everything like that. One of your neighbors kind of pops her head out. It's this strange older woman with pigtails. Her lipstick is slightly messed up as she pokes her head out. She's always doted upon Abigail, and it's not really known why she lives in this place, but yeah, she pops her head out. Oh, is that you, Abigail?
Yep.
Oh, I had a message for William. No, I didn't. Oh, no. Yeah, I did. Oh, sorry. I let someone in earlier. I hope that was okay, William. It was this older woman, brown hair. Her name was Janice Bedford.
Wait, no, what
Janice,
what
Janice Bedford, your mom, came in and was looking for you, so I let her into the house. I assumed she had your key. She went upstairs for some time.
when did you do this?
Oh, it wasn't that far off from here. Yeah, maybe about an hour ago. Yeah.
Mitchell, what do I know about the mom?
Same.
So the Bedford family, other than William, were the victims of a murder by Franklin Mills about
Yes.
9 years ago. Janice was butchered.
Okay.
Do I know that too?
Yeah, probably. I mean, if it's not in the news, you probably heard it from William himself.
William would have told you.
Yeah,
He would have
I'm
kind
pull out
of
a notepad. Who are you?
Me?
Yeah.
Amelia?
Amelia.
Who are you?
Can you tell me what this person looked like?
Oh, well, she had this diner outfit. I think it said Cadillac on the side of it.
Another kind.
Cadillac Square Diner. I think she had like that same uniform. It's one of my favorite places. The double stack pancakes. Man, it's to die
Dinner
for,
work.
really. I might have some later tonight. What about you guys? Are you guys gonna go out?
Does
Hold on.
this woman look like a crackhead?
What did she look like?
like
Look
on
again.
a scale from like, I don't know, like
Just really tired to currently
to like
high.
I got some of that. Like, where are we at?
We're probably like a 6.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
All right. So
Eyes, hair.
like so side eye is justified here.
Yeah, she's,
not
like,
Oh,
scratching.
this. Yeah. Okay.
She was real attractive. Like, if she was probably a little bit older, I probably would have invited her into my house. I got something on the kettle.
40s.
Oh,
Now,
maybe like late 30s.
tell me, are you often in the habit of inviting people you don't know into the home?
Well, it was William's mom. I mean,
That wasn't
Now-
William's
was
mom.
mom.
Here's the question I have. What led you to believe that this was William's mom beyond her saying it was? For example, if I were to say that
she
I
had
was
pictures.
She had pictures
Yeah.
of what?
Of William. She pulled out the little. Oh man, they used to have it. She didn't have one of those fancy phones like you guys have, but she had just some of it.
now,
Little photos.
Oh my
the
god.
question I have, is it not possible that those were photos pulled from the internet or a yearbook.
Now look, I just live here. If
I have charismatic aura, Mitchell.
Oh, okay, roll it then.
I'm gonna take William out of the room for a second.
Okay.
Uh,
He's gonna go.
I'm gonna I'm gonna stand like near enough to listen.
I got a 10.
Ooh, 10. All right, choose one option.
What are my options?
I mean, so what do you want to do with this person?
Basically, I want her to feel like she can because basically I'm trying to figure out because this sounds crazy. This sounds like somebody is trying to pull one on her because she's a crazy lady. So I'm trying to find out the information of just is this a case of could this have been something that somebody could have reasonably done with some computer searches, trying to reporters pulling that kind of shit or whatever. And so basically, I want her to pleasantly answer my questions and trust me.
It probably gets to a point where she gets really close to you. There's just something magnetizing about who you are.
And she just be smiling while carefully maintain a distance. Dear, leave room for Jesus.
Yeah, her breath smells like Twinkies. But yeah, she describes a scene that just sounds like a mom maybe wanting to surprise her son, but just needing a way in, because she says she goes into the room, which has another key. All she did was let her into the house.
Oh, she had a copy of the key.
Yeah, I assume so. She went in. I heard the footsteps above.
William.
I'm with Aiden. I think
They're out of the room.
we're out of the room. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Aiden, William, what are you guys up to?
Okay, so then I guess Abigail, I'd ask,
No, wait,
how
no.
many copies of these keys do you?
Hey Mitch, how many copies of the keys are in existence?
The landlord has several copies, but it's kind of like this management off-campus thing. Other than that, you guys are each given one, and that's it.
And do you think that William would have made multiple copies?
Well, we only all have one copy, and I highly doubt he would have made an extra copy.
I am concerned that one of those reporters might have been trying to take advantage of Mr. Bedford as in his story, and I hope that Mr. Kostroff has a way to defend us, just in case there is something unwanted in there. Please stand behind me, my dear.
Sure. Puts taser away. Yeah, Abigail would want to go in and see, if you hear anyone awake, just ask, hey, is there a person that came in here earlier? Or
Who are you asking?
just anyone in the house that might be awake.
Oh, yeah, it's late at night, so you could knock on other people's doors, but they might not be as receptive as.
Also, wasn't William's room the crime scene?
Or was it Bryce's? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, you guys haven't seen any police tape or anything like that. His room is up the stairs, so they share the floor above with Bryce in his own room and William and his others. But we're gonna kind of shift over to Aiden and William as they are outside.
Okay.
Yeah, got a little notepad. I was taking notes.
I'm bleeding. I don't. Listen, I don't know what's going on. I don't remember anything. I swear, I don't remember anything that's happened. I don't know what I did. I don't.
That's fine. I told you this would happen. Imposters, people making shit up, trying to be part of the story. Whoever this is, it's going to be a police issue. Got
You
a
think
description. I'm going to let her know. You don't have to worry about that.
you think it was actually like somebody trying to get to me from all that shit that happened before?
I don't know who it is. I know it's not who they say they are.
Listen, I don't know what's real anymore. I don't know I haven't slept, and all of the shit that I see at night, it just is getting worse. I don't know I don't know what I did.
You need to sleep.
I don't know where to go.
Just stay with me. I've got space. It's nothing.
You have your own life, man. I don't want to.
You think I have a life. It's nothing. I work nights. If you can't even sleep, that's fine.
All right. All right. After a
Just listen
moment,
to Beverly.
I don't know. I don't know what she wants.
Let's go get your stuff, all right?
He'll nod.
Yeah.
Start walking.
Head out. Head up.
All right. So you guys are back in the downstairs kind of foyer of sorts in this old little house. The stairs on your left lead up to William and Bryce's apartment area.
Beverly would pull Aiden aside for a moment, but like, what would be interesting is that she like pointedly makes the point to like, she'll make the gesture to touch him, like, you know, like that hand on the shoulder, but like not actually touch him. So, you know, just like this way for a second. Provided he's not like he does, it isn't just like fuck you.
Yep.
So in talking with that individual, I found that she said that this imposter seems to have access to William's room as she heard noise coming from within. So I think it would be advised, as you have training in that regard, if you went first. Just because we do not know what sort of person might have broken into William's room.
I suppose it's going to be a big issue. Just staying with me for a little while.
That sounds lovely. Do you mind if he is to? I am very happy to hear this, genuinely, because he needs, and I think that healing some of the rift between you would be wonderful. Would you mind if I regularly visited?
Say that again.
Basically, can I come over? But in, you know, polite church lady speak.
Yeah, like 5 feet away from each other at all times.
My throat's just bugging me.
Why not?
Hopefully we can get to some of what upon. Anyway.
All right. So who's heading up first?
I'm gonna look at. Is Abigail? Are you here?
Yeah, I'll be with you. This drive is
Okay.
fine.
All right. All right. I want to.
Not the guy trained in security.
No.
I have a taser.
My girl got a taser.
You don't even
Fine.
know.
We good.
I've taken Krav Maga.
Get a gun though. Ooh.
Yeah, Mitch, we got the gun.
Oh yeah.
And
That
there's
exists.
somebody subscribed to the channel, so
Yeah,
that should
yeah.
be like a better gun.
Oh man.
2
Well,
guns.
we do the do this.
Oh, this?
Doing this? Ian's like, no, not doing that.
Oh
yay!
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 Subscribes.
Yay. Okay.
All right, let's figure out who gets the gun. But who's going up?
Abigail and I. Let's.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will also go up because, like, I don't want the children to go alone into the scary place. Even if Aiden's all like, whatever, they'll be fine.
I feel like we already headed up as you're trying to
Yes.
have this gentle
Yes.
conversation with
Yes.
Aiden. We're just
I want
like,
to.
I'm head out.
William wants to get up there before anybody else because he wants to like see if he can see something, if he can use his awareness again.
It's shining.
Yeah, his shining.
Shining.
The shining.
So as you go upstairs, the first thing that captures your attention as you come upon the door is there are scratch marks as if someone was using a coat hanger to try to unlock your door.
Whoa, hold on.
There was that person that apparently came in earlier.
The thing is, so that sounds like what I remember my mom looking like that sound, and she worked there. Like somebody, if it is somebody that's real, then it's somebody who knew my case, knew what happened before. I don't know.
Back rub of support during this conversation.
Oh.
No. I'm just gonna stay back for a moment. I'm gonna try and just see if anybody's in there.
All right, you push it open. It's unlocked.
Pulls up taser.
Hold on.
I like how the adults are in the back, like.
We
know,
kind
we
of went
should
up
really-
before. Like we
Yeah.
definitely. I don't think Aiden would be okay with this. Aiden would probably be.
Yeah.
I mean, well, Abigail's Abigail's like 20-ish. She's a little older.
You're a little bit, yeah.
You're basically an adult.
Yeah.
We're all kids.
Yeah.
So yeah, creaking door.
Oh gosh. So you look inside. Right across from you is your very small kitchen. The white fridge, basically looking back at you, with cabinets and then a window looking out to your backyard to the left. There's some slight glow because the back porch light is on, though its luminescence is kind of dull. But it's enough to kind of light up the kitchen. You don't have enough space for any place to sit down, no tables or anything like that. It's just a kitchen. To your right is a very tight hallway, with on the left your room and on the right would be your roommate's room. You kind of see pictures of Bryce and his family all along the fridge. Are there pictures of Aiden?
No.
Yeah, so
No.
all you see, yeah, just some
Their
letters.
picture of you and me on the
Yeah,
somewhere.
there'd be a nice like picture of us doing something cool, eating waffles.
And yeah,
Fuck yeah.
that's what you see so far.
Is a light? You said, is there a light on in here or?
There's a light on outside that kind of shines into this kitchen area, but the light switches are kind of midway in the hallway.
I'm going to pull out my cell phone because I'm a teenager and I have that. I'm gonna turn on the flashlight or at least the screen and
Yeah.
kind of like look around and see if I see anyone or anything suspicious.
Same.
All right. Looking through, kind of looking back, you definitely see some scratch marks on this side of the door. There is this picture on the fridge. It's kind of hard to remember, but it's a picture of your family.
Wait, hold on. This wasn't here before. I don't even remember this picture. He'll take it off the refrigerator and flip it over.
Yep, it's a picture of you and your family. It looks like there's it kind of on the top left of it says Wayne County Fair in these red carnival-like letters. There's a Ferris wheel in the back. And as you kind of look at the picture, staring at the images of your family, you can almost see a silhouette of some shadow in one of the Ferris wheel cars. Just kind of, it's unsettling.
How the fuck did this get here? If I've seen, I don't even remember this ever being taken, but I mean, I kind of remember going to this, but I don't know what the fuck this is. He's gonna hand it to Abigail.
I'm gonna look at it and be like, we should get some other people in here. Like, if this got here, we know you didn't put it here. Someone else was in here.
I just want
to pop in.
Yeah, Beverly and Aiden, probably about this time, head upstairs, check in on the little ones.
We're technically adults.
Yeah.
Sure you
I'm
are.
adults. I can vote.
Haha. Yes.
Yeah. He's going to kind of like motion for Abigail to put the picture away.
I tuck it in like my back pocket or something.
Mm-hmm.
I put the taser away too if I hear them coming up.
Yeah.
Loosely in your back pocket. Whose room is
My
this?
bag.
It's like the main like common room, right?
Yeah.
And
This
the
is
two
like
rooms.
I wouldn't say common room. So when you first step into it, there's pretty much just a kitchen and then a hallway to your right that leads to your two rooms, or not Abigail and Williams, but Williams and Bryce's room.
And where was the claw marks or whatever?
The scratch marks are right on the edge of the door. You know, right where the lock mechanism is.
Into the common room or into the bedroom?
Into the common area of this
Okay.
apartment. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so like Beverly would just kind of pause at the scratch marks and just kind of like look at Aiden and just like, what does this mean? You were the cop.
Hey, that was 9 years ago.
Need to investigate that shit.
Yeah.
So what you gonna do, Aiden? They're all looking at
Do
you.
crime scene investigator.
All right. This isn't crime scene.
All right.
So roll plus your reason.
What do you roll again?
2d10s, not 2d6s, which is Kult on hard mode.
2D. Wonderful. I got a 3 and a 9.
Ooh.
Plus my reasoning of 3.
Oh, so what is that, a 15?
Yep.
Awesome. All right, so you get to ask 2 questions.
Dang, I should have had a 12 before.
What did this? And the scratch marks.
What about the scratch marks?
What did it?
Ooh, definitely a coat hanger. Yeah, so this is kind of one of those old school houses where, it's not that difficult to get in. Just kind of little finagling to try to get the lock mechanism to push past and let you in, a little pressure. But yeah, you've seen it many times before. What's your second question?
What's William eating? Because he's usually pretty malnourished a lot of time. Yeah, I'm gonna check out the kitchen. Spot any hazardous dietary habits.
Okay. As you move towards the kitchen and looking around and everything, you notice there's a cutting board right on one of the counters. Right next to it is a very large knife, paring knife. There's still specks of what looks like dried up blood, most likely from some sort of red meat. But I'm going to need you to keep it together because this is something you've seen before. It kind of brings to mind a almost home-like woman who used to hum and make meatloaf.
That's a 9, and that's a 1. And then for keep it together, we're adding what? Coolness?
Yeah.
Act under pressure. Okay.
Actually, willpower.
Willpower.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which is 0, so 10 total.
All right. What kind of reaction do you have to this? Are you angry? Are you sad, scared, maybe even guilt-ridden? Basically, what were you feeling here?
It's pretty fucking lost, to tell you the truth. Dread, overwhelming dread.
All right. We'll we'll give you scared. So you're -1 stability at this point in time. And scared is probably lackluster to the dread you now feel as you gaze upon this knife. Other than that, William, what do you eat?
Probably a lot of ramen. Nothing. I can't imagine him being a very good cook. He eats what he can, whatever his meal card or whatever his meal plan is. He'll go with Abigail a lot to a diner, yeah, and junk food type of thing. He certainly is not. If there was a regimen or any type of like dietary restriction, it's gone at this point. He's just being a normal teenager.
All right, cool. That's what you see, Aiden. What are you guys doing now?
Check my phone. Talking to my ex.
I'm gonna head to my room.
I will accompany.
Yep. I will
All right.
also go with them.
Yeah, so Aiden looks over at the text from his wife. There's still that, you guys have somewhat figured out next week's plans concerning your kid. But, it's late now, about 1 a.m. The other three move down the hall. There's creaking and open the door to the left, I assume, which is William's.
Can I try on the light before I do this? Try and turn on the hallway light.
Yep, halfway through, there's the light switch. It reveals the rest of the hallway. It's just pretty empty, barren hallway.
Okay. I will try and go to my door then to open it.
You successfully open your door. Describe what your room looks like.
It is sparsely furnished. It has a bed and a desk, a dresser, maybe a small TV, books, clothing kind of strewn about. A normal college student room. There's a couple posters hanging up of bands that he likes, but nothing out of the ordinary, and probably with still his books and papers and maybe even laptop sitting out.
All right. So nothing is disturbed. The covers are, of course, off and on the ground, but other than that, it's everything's normal. Everything's okay.
It doesn't look like anything has been touched. He's going to talk to Abby. It doesn't look like anything's been moved.
That's good.
Yeah. There is a window outlooking the street.
Is it open?
No, the window? No, it's closed.
Okay.
But when you look out of it, you do notice that there's a police vehicle not too far down the street.
This police probably stationed here for the night or something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab my shit.
Alright. Do you help?
No, I'm okay. Can you watch Bev? Can you watch Bev?
Yeah, anything for you.
She can hear that. I don't know. Up to you.
I'm gonna say she's probably just like looking around. Mostly she's just kind of like, in her head, she's like, okay, there is a strange person who was let up here, who didn't leave. Where are they?
Mhm.
Yep.
So she'd probably like look in his closet or something like that. Like,
Can I just like have a moment, Miss Carter, Miss Cantor, sorry.
Kaner?
Kaner, sorry. I have Carter here.
Well, it's the font.
Bev.
It's the font. It's hard.
Okay.
Yes, I'm worried about where this person went.
I don't think they're in here. I'll call you if I need you. I just need a moment, okay?
Of course, dear.
Thank you.
But now, Mitchell, is this a separate room from Bryce's?
Yeah,
Or-
Bryce's room is right across the hallway on the other side.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Can I look at that?
Opening the door.
Yeah.
I'll also probably peek in.
Yay!
Oh boy!
Oh no!
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be awesome. You look inside of it. This place is pretty different than William's room. Instead of a bed, there's a couch. It looks like a pull-out couch with it partly opened up. There's blankets and pillows kind of wedged into it. There's a white dresser with a small TV on top of it as well. There's a floor desk just laying. But then, like, kind of staring at you on this white painted wall, in the plasters, there's this hole. Revealing these wooden beams that you would see behind it, and the insides of the house.
Is there any scene to indicate like blood or is it just like the hole or whatever?
Just the hole, yeah. There's no blood. It looks like a normal room.
No.
Can I look in the hole?
Are you moving towards the hole?
Yes. Take me to the hole, sir.
Oh my god.
All right.
There's
As
no,
you,
like, police tape or any sort
yeah,
of
no police tape, nothing.
That's weird.
As you move forward, Abigail, you can start hearing almost like this slight whimpering coming from within the wall.
Is it, like animal? Is it human?
It's hard
Like
to
what?
say. Kind of in the darkness of the room, your imagination teases that it could be either or neither, or just kind of some mixed match of both. It's just this weird whimpering that itches at the side of your imagination about what exactly it could be.
I keep moving towards it.
You almost feel like a push forward, covering the last like inches as your eyes creep over the plaster, and staring up at you, you see this little dog, kind of wedged in between the plaster and the walls.
Have I ever seen this dog before?
No.
I was like, what the fuck? I'm gonna reach in and... What'd you say?
I was asking if I see it too, or if it's just like.
Really only one person can kind of
Okay,
peer in.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach in and try and grab this little dog.
All right, you reach in. It kind of nips at you at first, but you pull it out, pulling out its crushed little body.
Is it hurt or is it?
Yeah, its kind of legs and body is contorted.
I'm very gentle as soon as he's out. Maybe like.
Yeah.
Maybe try and cradle him or set him down.
Yeah, its
somewhere.
head kind of rests against your chest. Kind of this slight breathing.
Hey, Will. I can call out from the other room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember I have a dog?
He's gonna go silent.
Do I see a dog there? Because this
Yeah.
is an important. Okay. Where did that come from?
Will.
I'm coming. Give me a moment.
I'll step out and see if I can see Mr. Aiden over there. Or Aiden.
Mhm.
He's like holding a
You guys are all.
fucking-
They're not that far from each other. It's a pretty small housing.
Wrong.
I found this dog in the wall.
There's a dog on the wall. What are you talking about?
I'm holding out a dog. I'm not shitting you.
Oh.
There was a dog in the wall.
I'm gonna walk up to it.
Is there any indication in the house that there might have been like a dog up here? Would I know if there's a dog up here? I feel like
You've
kinda...
never no one here owns a dog.
Is there a collar on it?
No, it's just.
What kind of dog is it?
Ooh, golden retriever.
He's like a puppy?
Mm-hmm.
That's a big puppy.
Very small puppy.
It's a baby. Why are you here?
Huh.
He's gently petting its head, trying to comfort it.
Now, the hole was just like a hole and not like someone's head smashed against it kind of thing, right?
Thinking upon that lines, feels like you're on the right track. But it's kind of hard to tell the difference between a head through wall and maybe another accident or a hammer of some sort.
Well, it was big enough to pull a puppy out.
Yeah. Well, because basically, yeah, like, I'm just curious if it's like, because at this point, it's like, if the attack was as violent as they say it was, then, like, there would be, like, you know,
Blood
like,
and stuff.
yeah, like, stuff would be broken. And,
Exactly.
and if there's just, a thinging, like, that's, but let me think. I guess Beverly would be excited by this because it's life in a place of darkness.
This is fair.
But I think I would keep looking around in the room to see if there's anything else out of touch, or, you know, if it's just fine, I guess.
And then I noticed that Will went quiet, so I'll probably go to him if he's not out in the hall by now.
Yeah, Will is not. He's sitting on his bed, and like he's changed his shirt, and the shirt that he was wearing is bloody and on the ground, and he's just sitting there.
Beverly, you can roll investigate. Go ahead, Alex.
I'm sorry, I'm just really tired.
That's fair. You don't sleep well, ever. Do you remember anything about a dog?
No, I don't. Is it okay?
He was stuck in the wall. He's kind of hurt. Kind of pretty hurt.
Kind of pretty. Is it? Do you still have it?
I'm holding it.
Oh God. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. We're trying to figure this out. It's gonna be fine.
He's gonna
Hand
get up.
on shoulder of support.
Aw. He's gonna nod and just, kind of just hug it a little bit and slowly get up and start to kind of pick things up to take with him.
All right, Beverly, what'd you get for your investigate?
What is the roll? Is it
2d10 plus reason.
Oh, reason. Okay. Right. It's a 1, 5. I got a 5.
All right, you can ask one question, but you're going to expose yourself to unexpected dangers or costs.
I guess, is there any evidence of the violence that the police reported?
So it's slight. You notice several places where it looks like a fingernail was dragged across the floor. Specks of blood in a corner.
Okay.
It's not as apparent as it probably should be, but there is evidence of it.
Okay.
So yeah, as you're kind of looking around and going through this place, you notice this box of matchsticks in the hallway. It was kind of wedged underneath the wall. So you miss it the first time around as you were just kind of looking around. But you notice that it says on its exterior, Corktown Studios.
Is that significant to me?
You probably heard about it before. It's this like artsy-fartsy art studio, and sometimes they question God and such, and
A den of ill repute.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's over there smoking the pots and such.
Lucifer's lettuce.
Now, perhaps a dumb question, but are there matches in this matchbox, or other things? Because
there are
I
matches.
have been a teenager.
There are indeed matches.
Okay, cool. All right, I will take it. Just because that seems like something to look into later.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. So you pick it up and kind of head back towards the group, who I assume, because it's kind of like a little crowded area. The kitchen area is really the best place to kind of discuss and everything. And as you're walking back, you kind of glance outside the window, and you know that there are several people on the other side of the street. About what looks like 20. And with that, we'll take a break.
Wow.
So yeah, we'll be back in about 7 minutes. For those who don't know, we are playing Legacy of Oakwood Heights, a sequel to Oakwood Heights, and this is the game Kult Divinity Lost. So we'll see you guys very soon as we take a little break. Yay, guys, good job. Oh wait. Yep. Doop-a-doop. Boop-a-doop. Hello, and welcome back to Penny for a Tale. We're back.
Things have changed.
Things have changed. So yeah, we're all fancy now.
Oh.
So far, Oakwood Heights, the legacy of Oakwood Heights, we have followed the shenanigans of the group, Aiden Kostroff, Beverly Kaner, Abigail Perez, and William Bedford as they continue to figure out just exactly what occurred the night before concerning William and if he did indeed hurt someone or maybe he's innocent all along. Regardless, the last thing Beverly saw across the street were about 20 individuals just staring at the house as she goes to walk back towards the other group.
Yeah. So is there windows in the kitchen area or whatever?
There is. It shows the backyard.
Oh, the backyard.
Yeah, because you were kind of heading down the hallway,
Okay.
getting a glimpse of the front window in William's room.
Okay. And everybody's in the kitchen area?
Yeah, about.
Heading.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm heading. I'm taking my I packed a quick book bag of
Okay.
clothes and stuff, and I'm walking out now.
And it's like late at night, right?
Yeah, it's about 2:30 a.m. right now. It's
Okay. I don't want to be an alarmist, but there's not a small group of people across the street. Is this something that happens in this
What are you
neighborhood?
talking about?
Is this something that happens in the neighborhood, Mitchell?
No,
Yeah,
it's
I'm gonna go to
not.
a window.
There is no
Yeah,
neighborhood where at 2:30 a.m.
Yeah, no.
People
You
just-
say that, and yet, where I used to live on the south side of Chicago, motherfucker,
All right,
some
but
shit happened. We don't ask questions. We
you
don't.
live in the world of Kult. That's Chicago, basically.
Yeah, I'm putting my my hat and my jacket back on.
I respond to her like that's not normal. You said they were out front?
Yeah,
yes,
they're across the street.
the street.
I want to peer out the window.
Yeah.
All right,
Ian's
so
wardrobe
you go
change.
back over to William's room to look out the window.
Yeah.
And you see there's about 20 individuals lined up on the sidewalk across the street in front of the tattoo parlor. And there's nothing odd about them. If it was during the daytime, you probably wouldn't think that much of it. Wearing regular clothes, different shapes and sizes, that they're just kind of outside watching the house.
They're not doing anything. They're just watching. No one's talking.
Nope.
And we don't recognize any of them, right? Like, there's no discernible marks or features or
No, and it's kind of hard to see because if you remember the lamp that shines down the street, it's further down the street, so you
Okay.
kind of get a little bit of some light.
just shapes.
Yeah, really.
Okay.
Yeah, you just really see shapes, blobs of darkness.
Hey, Mr. Iden, can I stay at your place too? I don't want to be here.
Yeah. Is there a back door, perhaps?
There is indeed.
Okay.
Does Iden respond to me at all? Or is he just staring?
Mitchell.
Mhm.
Aiden, bring his gun.
Ooh, actually, so no, there is a gun. William knows about it because as usual, when someone provides a gun, I roll randomly to see who gets said gun. And William won that lottery. So William, you know
This
that
can't
you
possibly fuck us.
you know that you have a revolver underneath your bed. just
Can
kind of
I say-
wedged up on the mattress.
Can I say that I packed it in my bag that I just took out? That I grabbed that and shoved it in
No,
there?
you can
Damn
go
it.
back and get it if you want.
Okay. Where are our cars in relation to the crowd?
Probably right in front of the house.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's just 2 cars parked on the side of the road. There's no like driveway here. Actually, you can look on Google Maps for the very house and the very
Now-
street.
Question. Does Beverly's car have a remote start?
Yes, let's say yes. It has
Alright,
a remote
cool.
start.
Cool. All right.
I'm gonna go grab my bag real quick.
Are you going
Yeah.
downstairs by yourself to your room?
I'll go
Yeah.
with her.
Okay. I'll start to head, but if Beverly comes, she comes.
Yeah.
'Cause this is kind of freaky and
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well,
at
yeah,
this
yeah.
point, nobody should go alone.
William will go back to his room with Aiden, and as Aiden is looking out the window, William's going to go for the gun. He'll go move the bed or whatever, get his hand up in there to get the gun.
All right.
Like, oh, I'm just stretching, Dad.
Feeling up underneath your bed, you feel this kind of wet, soft material. It feels like, I don't know, it almost feels like flowers.
Do I feel the gun yet?
No, it's a little bit further in, maybe.
I'm going to try and grab what I'm feeling and pull it out.
Yeah, you pull it out,
investigate it.
and it's like tulips. It looks
that
like
something-
it's stuffed underneath your mattress.
Was that something I know that my mother used to like?
No. This rings is completely foreign.
What the hell? Oh, fucking Jesus. Just gonna throw it on the ground. Just kind of throw it and go back to reach up for the gun.
So as your hand moves further down, you feel kind of like the several bags wet as you move past them, and you finally grab the handle of your gun.
He's gonna take the gun out, but do I know what those bags were that I just touched?
No, but when you pull your hand back, you notice that your hands are red with blood.
Fuck. Oh, fuck. God damn it. He's going to try and like put the gun in his bag without Aiden seeing him.
All right. I say you
Do
can
we
do
need to-
that. Aiden's kind of focused on the whatever the hell is across the street.
And then I'm going to reach my hand back up and grab one of these bags that I feel, or whatever that was.
All right. You pull it, and we will go over to Beverly and Abigail as you go downstairs. It's an odd sort of thing. You hear creaking as you come down, but there's like this extra creak that you can't quite place as you're going
Can I turn
down
can I start
the stairs.
flipping lights on?
Yeah,
So
you,
they're
you flip lights on. There's this old chandelier with some of the pieces, the glass pieces are gone, but illuminates this area and part of the staircase. There's no one here, but as you take another step forward, it's almost as if there's a third person following you down the stairs.
Is that something that happens, like a quirk of the house?
Yeah, sure, yeah. I don't know, maybe we're just paranoid too. I don't
Yeah. We should probably not keep too many of these lights on, because who knows what's visible from outside.
fair, but we don't know
Mhm.
if that person's still in here.
Aiden's gonna shut the blinds. Cut the lights to the windows that they might see from the street.
All right.
In my room I probably already have like the dark like light canceling
Yeah.
curtains.
Yeah.
So
Got
that's
the AF.
helpful.
Got the yep. We should
I
sorry.
should go to my room and start packing shit up.
Yeah.
Just like clothes, my messenger bag.
Can I help you?
No, I think I got it. Just throw my laptop in there, just
Yeah.
anything.
As she's bending over, picking up all these things, Beverly, you notice in the mirror, the reflection shows her dresser, and you notice it's slowly starting to open up.
I turn around to look at the dresser.
It's closed.
Okay, I look back at the mirror.
It's opened up a little bit more. You can almost see like 2 little fingers grasping on the edge.
Can I try to open the drawer that was opening?
You turn back to the dresser. It's of course is closed. You move towards it, place your hands upon the ledge, and start pulling it. It's stuck though. There's kind of something lodged in there. You're pretty sure you can force it open if you want though.
Do I notice her doing this?
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna try to force it open.
All right, you force it open.
Uh-huh.
Look inside, and there's a couple pairs of shorts, t-shirts.
But it's okay otherwise?
Yeah.
I grab a pair of shorts and a t-shirt anyway and throw it in.
She'll
Thanks?
just slowly close it.
Once I got my essentials, I'm pretty much good to go.
Oh, jeez. It is late, isn't it? We are all on edge.
Yeah. I'll probably head back to Aiden and William.
Yeah.
And I lock my room door and we skedaddle.
Okay.
All right, so you guys exit the room. Abigail, as you are closing the door behind, you kind of take a final look upon the mirror as you see 2 feet in front of the dresser. And you close the door, I assume, and start locking it.
Yep.
And then you hear as if someone was walking in it, and then a slam as the door kind of buckles from something from the other side as it hits it.
Do we both hear that or just her?
Both. Yeah, everyone actually hears that slam.
What was that?
I back away.
Sounds downstairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Go.
Like, I'm gonna back away. I'm actually gonna do the arm, like pushing Beverly back a bit too, because I'm just like,
Did you with the dresser?
Yes. What? Okay. Hey guys, we should go.
I don't know. It could be some sort of sign.
Whatever sign it is, I don't want to know.
Maybe William knows more?
So actually, I'm going to Abigail. This triggers your drawback.
Oh.
So why don't you roll just 0? So 2d10, nothing added.
10.
Yay.
Thanks, Mitchell. Very cool.
So I gain 1 hold on you, and I'm going to go ahead and spin that right now. Beverly, you see Abigail head outside.
Outside?
Uh-huh.
Abigail, come back!
Hold on, she says. Just wait right here.
No, it's dangerous. Come on, come back. And I would try to grab her, or from the door, because like there's
you
weirdos
grab
out
her
there.
by the shoulders, and she turns to you and she says, "For God did not give me a spirit of fear, but of power, truth, and of sound mind. Why are you afraid, Beverly? Christ is with you." and not in the metaphysical, spiritual there. He is here, present in this very household right now.
What do you see? Tell me more.
Go into my room.
Of course. She just goes right in there.
Are we downstairs yet? Like we're like Aiden and I would have been like running, booking
Yeah,
it
so
downstairs.
you guys head downstairs just in time to see Beverly go into Abigail's room, with Abigail opening the door to the outside. Abigail,
Wait.
you can have your character back.
Is it as I'm just opening it, or as I get my hand on the handle?
The door's open. You were right, kind of silhouette in the door, looking outside.
Do I remember any of that?
Yeah, you remember everything. You kind of hear like a little chuckle and a slight kiss on your cheek again.
Just gonna whisper to myself, not funny.
What's going? What the hell was where?
Yeah.
Abigail,
so
where are you going?
Opening the door.
I wanna shut the door.
Beverly, you come in and you see these pair of white legs in the mirror. So it's kind of tilted down so you can't see further up, but it's right in front of the dresser, these 2 feet.
You should get her out of there. I'm still kind of phased. Like, get her
Beverly.
out. I'm pointing to my room, kind of, as I'm shutting the door.
I'm here. Please, give me a sign.
The mirror starts to crack a little bit. You see the lines.
What do you want
moving
about?
up the mirror.
Please, if this is some sort of test me. Tell me what I must do.
Beverly, you need to get out of there.
Hands come down.
I try to
You
just-
see them reflected in the mirror, each one with a hole in there in the palm of the hands.
I see the vision of Christ.
Can I walk? If I walk in, do I see that too?
Mm-hmm.
Like she
Yeah,
just
can-
has tears
I
in her
smashed the
eyes.
mirror.
Yeah.
No.
All right, you
Whatever,
see
I'm gonna
Abigail smash the mirror.
What
Pieces
have
of
you
it
done?
falling on the ground. So Beverly,
Yes.
roll fanatic.
5, 7, so 12.
All right, let's see what we got here. 12. All right, so you become angry, confused, or frustrated. You're taking a -1 to your next roll. Which would you rather be?
I feel, God, I imagine it's just a combination of all of them.
Yeah, you're like,
What have you done?
You're about to meet Jesus.
He was right there. He was giving me a sign.
We need
This
to
is what I've
go.
waited for.
Aiden, we need to go.
No.
We gotta go. I don't.
Getting out.
It's happening again. We gotta go.
No, you told me. You something.
That wasn't me. We gotta go.
Yes, you were. It was an angel. One of his messengers came
I'm gonna
through
get-
you and spoke to me.
I'm gonna
Aiden-
go to
Peter,
Will.
don't you understand?
all right.
Aiden,
So
I'm gonna get-
Aiden, what are you doing?
Real close and kind of slouch to eye level
Mhm.
and like a listen. I know. I don't know what you saw, but I know it's not what you think, because it's never what you think.
Have you seen them too?
I've seen shit I don't even want to begin to describe, but we need to leave. I'm gonna usher her out,
This.
hand on her shoulder, in like a, this isn't
You're
your
being-
choice, like we gotta go.
If we're being tested, though.
We're not, you're not being tested for what you think you are.
I'm gonna hold William's hand because that was traumatic. I'm
Yeah.
assuming it's traumatic.
Yeah, William will hold her hand and like keep her close. Where's do you still have the dog?
Oh yeah.
The doggo.
Probably. Somewhere.
Yeah, I mean it's still on your.
I put him in my bag, maybe.
Yeah.
beyond the blessed stigmata, though.
There's people. He's gonna lean into Abigail and just I've got a gun in my bag. If anything goes wrong, it's in there. Don't tell anybody.
Oh, all right. A lot of shit just happened. Now there's a gun because someone's
Got a gun.
strapped. Wow.
Pray I don't find out about that.
I'm gonna ground me, Dad. Jeez.
How many dollars?
As you guys are kind of like talking and everything, you notice that there's less light outside than there was previously.
We need to get out of here.
Are those people still in front, though?
William will go check to see if their people are still out front.
Are you going upstairs to look down, or are you just stepping outside? The front door is still wide open.
He's gonna
I
peek out.
closed it.
Oh, you
Oh,
closed
you
it?
closed it? Okay.
Yeah.
Can
So
I
you're
like
gonna-
peek out the window of the door, or like can I see out the door?
There, you can, because there's kind of two doors. You can open up the first wooden door and kind of peer out the store
Yeah,
door.
I'll do that.
Looking out, there is no one there except for the police vehicle kind of down the street.
I don't see anyone anymore. Maybe they left. I don't know. Let's where I guess we're all parked out front. Let's just get out of here. Let's just go. I don't want to. Can't be here anymore.
All right.
Okay. Whoosh.
Good. Yeah, I'm gonna lead the way.
I'll follow Aiden.
All
Yep.
right, you head
Take-
outside. Who's taking what car?
Step up. I mean, my car must be close by.
Okay. You go up to your car. Beverly, are you going in the same car as Aiden, or are you going into your vehicle?
I feel like I would take my car because she wouldn't want to leave her husband's vehicle parked in this strange place.
That's fair. So you enter the
you
vehicle
going?
by yourself.
No, you're riding with us.
But
No, there are freaks out here.
I can't leave my car here.
All right, then we'll take yours.
Oh, of
You're welcome,
course.
car.
Yeah, so click.
You click it on, and there's just kind of like as you hear the engine choking on something, and then it just kind of goes grinding of gears. A slight puff of smoke escapes from the front.
This doesn't add up. We gotta go. Double time. Let's go.
All right.
Go back to my car.
I'm following Aiden.
Yeah, it's a brisk pace now.
She'd grab an overnight bag out of the trunk
Mhm.
real fast, or the back seat rather.
Yeah.
Because again, I assume this is a thing where I just am used to those nights.
Yeah, you just have to go. Opening the door in the back of your vehicle, in the exhaust pipe there's some fur sticking out of it.
What? Okay, do I have my bag?
Mhm.
Okay. I look over at it, I guess.
Yeah, it's just fur sticking out of your exhaust pipe. You pull it.
Yeah, I guess.
You pull it, and out comes like this squirrel that's wrapped in barbed wire.
Okay, like she would
And
just
it's like
scream.
What that? What did you? Is that in
She
your
just
car?
scream like.
Yeah. Ah. Fuck. Oh,
It's
fuck.
probably pretty
Well,
loud at 2:30 in the morning.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it like echoes.
Yeah,
If you didn't have a neighbor, you'd probably be more concerned, but
yeah.
you're alone.
And this is a case where Jen is sparing the channel of not screaming.
Thank you.
Just
Yeah.
butcher their ears.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What is? Who would do such a thing?
I'm gonna glance at Aiden.
Me.
Not for that purpose.
Yeah, I
but
know.
if-
It's just-
towards Aiden's car.
All right, you guys step into his very old vehicle. Where are you guys headed off to?
Adventure.
Berlin.
I'm gonna ask her.
Hmm?
I'm gonna ask. Where to, guys?
We're
We got-
safest.
We got to get the dog to the vet.
That's also true.
It's 3 a.m. Let's Aiden, is your home available or
Yeah.
okay. Otherwise I was going to say the church can house this many. We still have all of the sleeping bags and stuff from the lock-in the last week.
All right. Let's go.
All right, heading to the church.
Yep.
Awesome. So you guys, it's probably about like 3:30 a.m. by the time you guys reach there. It's this pretty large church. It's coming close to being a mega church. The pastor is very charismatic, very well liked by the youth and the others. Just a nice folk in the community. Beverly, of course, has keys. And the front door opens up to this grand church with several of these wooden rows leading up to the pews with red cushioned seats. There are Bibles in every back of each row for every setting, as well as little pads for when you want to get on your knees and pray. There is a stained glass of a crying Jesus with a thorn crowned upon his head. But you know Beverly just kind of to the right are the doors to the office.
Okay. Is there like a so I guess I would probably, you know, lead them to like the kitchen area, because I imagine at this point, like at the very least, William probably hasn't eaten in like 8 hours being in
that's
jail
right.
and stuff. You know, so
Yeah,
and
there's
we
like
probably
pasta, all sorts of canned goods and
like
food.
we probably have leftovers from like some potluck or the other, and
Yeah,
you know,
Bojangles from last
yeah.
night.
Exactly. Please come this way first. After all of that, I imagine that, you know, some of you are probably at least should get some strength back up.
I
And
didn't
we have
do it. I didn't do that.
I know. I know. And she takes his hand genuinely, like, you know, I know. So, you know, she's just busying herself with like heaping on macaroni salad and like whatever. Just like here, everybody. Like it seems obvious that like getting into the routine of like having this illusion that everything is fine and doing like normal things
It's important.
like makes her feel better.
Actually, Aiden sees that.
Yeah.
And not for his sake, because he can't really fathom the idea of eating anything. But yeah, he'll take part in the comfort you're trying to provide.
Aw. And she would actually seem kind of like startled that like he would be helping, but you know, and it does seem to kind of like the distance, like it makes her feel a little bit more warm to him, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So, you know, nothing happens. It's this wonderful time of peace as you guys enjoy this late night snack. If someone was looking at this from like this third point of view, it almost seemed like, you know, a happy family. The two kids, a normal night, eating dinner together.
At 3:30 a.m.
3:30 in the morning.
a.m. You know, who has
It's late dinner.
Yeah.
Dying dog in the bag, a gun, whatever. It's all family, right?
It's fine.
Thanksgiving.
There is some first aid supplies, I believe, in the office. So at the very least, we can bandage the dog up a little bit. And I believe we still have some bottles if you want to try feeding it.
I can get the med supplies. I need water.
Oh, all right. Hey Mitch, does my character understand what happened to me earlier?
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay? Cool. Yeah. No, she'd busy herself, just trying to like. And I oop. Not. Wasn't very cash money. Trying to take care of this dog.
William is gonna go and get the medical supplies for the dog wherever it is. He's gonna separate.
Now, Jen has raised cats from kittens to adult cats. Jen does not know anything about raising puppies, though. So, like cats, would you feed them like a little bottle of milk, or no? Like, I don't know how dogs work. I'm not a dog person.
Yeah, I think for
How do I dog?
how do I dog? For tonight,
dog?
generally just kind of like a small bowl of whatever you guys have, like tomato sauce or something like that, and a bowl
Just-
of water.
You know, we
Tomatoes.
probably have like chicken broth we can give it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it has
definitely.
meat in it. Like, that's probably good.
Yeah. So there comes a point where it gets so late that everyone starts to get tired. You've taken care of the dog as best you can. Its whimpers are more silent now, and eventually, as the sun kind of starts to rise, you guys all slip into a nice little dream state.
William would not go quietly into that cold night. he's not going to. He's really going to try and stay awake. He has no desire to sleep.
Abigail will try to stay up with you, but may fall asleep. We'll see.
That's fine.
All right, both of you guys, anyone trying to like just stay awake, can give me a keep it together.
That is plus what again?
There's nothing
Willpower.
that
Five.
Willpower.
Yeah, willpower.
Okay, thank you. 9.
7.
Before I roll this, can I roll something to try to get William to not try to stay awake?
Yeah, I'm
Sure
also
can.
curious about that.
That's fine.
This fucker's gonna have to sleep. I'm not.
Yeah,
It
What you
doesn't.
gonna do?
growing kids need their rest.
So actually, with their two rolls, as you're watching them, their eyes become heavy, and as much as they try to fight it, they're out real quick.
That warm milk and cookies, though.
Yeah.
Darn.
That's how we get ya.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
want to sleep.
Yeah. So I love this imagery.
Poppy
As,
and try
like,
to stay awake to see it finish.
the
Brewing.
imagery of like the sun coming up, and you guys feel the light coming in through the different mosaics and the stained glass as it filters into the church. So you guys wake up just past the afternoon, exhausted from last night's endeavors. The first thing, Abigail, you notice is that the puppy is gone.
Oh no.
Was there anyone else up before me?
Hard to say. Yeah, you look around, and no one's immediately with you. You see William, who passed out next to you. I assume Aiden fell asleep somewhere close. Beverly might have slept in her office, or did you sleep here with the rest
I
of them?
stayed with the rest of them.
Yeah, so you see them all kind of shifting and starting to wake up about the same time as you do.
I kind of get up and kind of look around and see if there's any like sign of where this puppy could have gone. I'm pretty sure the puppy can't even walk. Like first of all,
Yeah, it's very weird. But
maybe
there's-
do like a little like whistly noise,
Yeah,
trying
maybe.
to elicit a sound. Yeah.
It's just silent.
What's going on? What
We are missing a puppy.
puppy? It's
We
where?
can't have gone far.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep searching around. It's my focus right now.
Yeah, you look far and wide within the church, and there's no evidence about where it is. at all.
Did someone come in?
I don't.
The doors are locked.
Yeah, everything is locked. The only other person who would have the keys would be my husband. I can give him a call. I probably should do that anyway. Gosh, it's very late in the day already. He's got to be worried sick.
Give him a call.
I will. I'm gonna just step aside and
Yeah.
make a call. Hello, dear.
Oh, hey, Beverly. How'd you, did you have a good night?
I did have very strange evening. And I would like to speak with you about it. If you can come to the church later today.
Yeah, of course. I'll be there in about 30 minutes.
Did your counseling go well?
It did. I think we made great strides in her spiritual life. I think she is a lot better now.
I'm so glad to hear that.
Yeah, me too.
I know that you continue to lead by example.
Well, only by the grace of God.
Praise be.
Praise be.
Um.
And there's a click.
Hello.
William is going to kind of, while everybody's doing their thing or looking for the puppy, he's going to look through his bag and just make sure everything is still there and not changed.
Yeah, everything looks fine. As you're kind of looking through it, you do feel something kind of like you start to cough a little bit. Something stuck in your throat. You look at it as your hand as you, it's like a bit of fur.
He's gonna get up and I gotta go to the bathroom. I get some
All
water.
right.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, I'll get it.
No, I need to go to the bathroom. And he's gonna quickly move to the bathroom.
And so Beverly would catch Aiden with just like
All right, William, what do you do once you're in the bathroom?
He's gonna try and cough more to see if he can get more of this. Like he's gonna try and get whatever he thinks is in his throat out.
All right. So Aiden, you can kind of like peer through the cracks of the bathroom door as you see William start to cough up this fur ball, very much golden, like the puppy did have.
Oh god. Oh.
Everything okay in there?
Yeah. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. He's gonna throw it in like a toilet and like flush the toilet. Yeah, it's fine. I'm just a little getting sick or something. I don't know. He'll go over to the sink and turn that on and like start to try and drink water and get it out of his mouth.
All right. So about 20 minutes go by and you guys hear the church front doors open as a well-dressed individual with a bow tie comes in, plaid shirt, looking very excited. He's a middle-aged man with a what's probably some balding at the top, but he's swept it in a way that obscures it.
Have I met him before?
You've probably seen him from time to time, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
is this my husband?
Yeah, he stretches out a hand to William. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Sorry about your family. Good folk. And then shakes the hand of Abigail and extends a hand to Aiden as well.
Can I do... Let's see. Can I do intuitive?
Does he greet Mitchell? Does he greet Beverly at all?
It's probably just greeting of the eyes. but there is no physical affection.
So it's one of those things where it's like you see like she's like waiting expectantly, like, you know, for something, and then obviously nothing happens. So it's like that momentary like,
Yeah.
and then
Did any of us notice that?
yes.
Okay, well, I
This
probably
time it's in front of a group. So, you know, just literally like I'm waiting and then
I probably I don't like you, but probably give you like a little hand on your shoulder, like or your arm for like support or whatever. Like that.
oh.
Fucked up.
So yeah, I want to see if this guy is really here to help, or if he's
Like,
got
okay,
another.
so read a person.
Yeah, it's essentially you can sense a person's motives through their subconscious readings, their body language, etc.
Mhm.
So I want to see like if he's here to help, or if there's another possible meaning behind him being here, or he's got ulterior motives.
Go ahead
to
and
this.
roll.
Alrighty. This is just a straight roll. Yeah, I rolled a 4.
Everything's fine.
I've been rolling horrible tonight. This is great. It's great.
All right, let's see what I can do.
How about you don't?
Yeah, but you
How about you just feel nice and be like, yes, here's all the information you ever want to know. It'd be pretty.
Thank
catchment.
you. That'd be great.
All right, so you know, after shaking hands and everything, he turns to Abigail. You know, there was a time before when William and I were discussing you, Abigail, and talked about possibly offering a scholarship to you in order to come on one of our backpacking through the mountains trips this summer.
Oh, that would be simply wonderful.
It would, wouldn't it, Abigail?
Have I heard of this before?
Yeah, it happens about, you know, every year. A bunch of youth people go up to the mountains.
I'm genuinely intrigued. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
And he like reaches out to shake your hand again.
again?
Mhm.
I guess I'd shake it again.
Yeah, and he just kind of places another hand upon it in a very slight, caressing manner, and he kind of gets really close to you and pulls out a brochure, and it's like, you know, so you see, we take this trail over here, but every morning we pray, and it's a good fun time. There's a lake nearby that we enjoy, and this whole time you can kind of feel his arm upon your shoulder in a very kind of massaging way.
Can I roll a read a
Sweetheart!
person?
Yeah. William is getting visibly angry at this. Like, if he's seeing this, he's getting visibly like.
Sweetheart, if I can speak with you privately.
Yeah, I'm getting irritated as he's touching me more.
Yeah, and he kind of just, you know, you feel his hand kind of slide to the small of your back before he
I will actually push him away though.
and he's like,
I'll like the hand between.
Yeah, sorry about that. Well, here's a brochure. All right, Beverly, what would you want to talk about? And he kind of follows you, I guess, elsewhere.
Yes, to the office. That girl,
Abigail, yes.
she last night something took hold of her, and I genuinely believe that it was some sort of sign. I saw within the mirror of her room something bearing the stigmata of Christ.
I see. Well, it sounds like she's someone that we should speak more to. I'm sad the counseling between you and her ended. But you know what? I know the dean of the college. I can set something up between Abigail and I. He owes me a couple favors. Thank you for bringing this to my attention, Beverly. It's, you know, it's rare that we get to see a miracle, and I think through your work here, we're about to discover another one.
I just think that um, since she spoke to me directly, that perhaps this is like I am that God is looking to communicate with me through her. So don't you think it would be best if I continue to try
no,
to work?
I see what's happening. Um, there are many times when God speaks, but when there is a man present, such as myself, a spiritual leader within the community, there is no reason to use someone else. We might as well use our best weapons against the darkness, not our other weapons. Do you understand, Beverly?
Of course. You
Excellent.
you would know best, obviously.
Excellent. That's good to hear.
But what if William, because I do
Yeah,
not.
I think maybe you can meet with William. I think that's been good so far. It's been a little side project for you, and I know you enjoy your activity, so it's no reason why you shouldn't continue to indulge it.
Of course. Of course. Um, yes. All right. What would you have me do right now?
Oh well, it's your time's your time. I have a meeting with the other deacons. We're gonna go golfing, and then I think have some brunch. But I don't know. Spend the day as you normally do, Beverly.
Thank you.
And he gets up and
And she would wait with
he places a slight kiss on the top of your head before walking out.
By the time he came out, I already threw away the brochure.
Yeah, like, that noise.
Like to and William, like, do not leave me in a room with that fucking man.
Yeah, and you see him walking out, and he smiles and waves at you guys from the other side of the church.
So this is one of those things where it's like Beverly like opens the door and steps outside and then puts her face on.
You're like,
just like
so actually, we're gonna say keep it together, Beverly. Okay. That was a pretty scene.
6. So that's 12 plus coolness.
Yeah.
So 15.
No, willpower. Sorry.
Willpower. Okay, so 14.
All right. So you can mostly contain it, but we'll say we'll say you're distracted. So you're going to take a -2 for the present time, just because that.
Oh wait, I had a -1 to my next roll from the other thing.
Oh yeah. So
then that would have been 11 or
13.
Wait. Yeah, 13.
Yeah, it's still the same partial success.
Okay.
Yeah, so
all right.
-2.
So, and how long does that last, or is it just
we'll say just for this present scene? So when you guys leave the church, you don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
Yep. So Beverly comes out.
Maybe her eyes are a little red, slightly. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Okay.
Of course. How are you, sweetie?
I'm okay.
Were you able to clear your throat?
Oh. I think I'm getting sick. I don't know.
Well, you were in that you did go from one place to another that were not particularly clean. So I would not be surprised if you caught something, but we can make sure that you get checked out. I know a lovely family physician that goes. He's a parishioner. And I'm sure he can fit you in.
When, are you gonna go back and get your car?
Yes, I should do that, shouldn't I? But I'm ashamed to admit that I am alarmed at what else I might find inside my vehicle.
I'm sorry.
Why would you be sorry?
I'm just sorry that I brought you guys, everybody here.
No, hey, look at me. None of this is your fault. Again, when these things happen, it is not, it is just God is testing you, and it is something that you work through and persevere so you can continue with the compassion and I don't know. I'm bad at Bible stuff.
Bible
blah,
verse,
blah,
Bible verse,
blah,
Bible
blah,
verse.
whatever.
I'm just tired of being tested all the time. Tired of this.
I know. Come here. And she'd offer a hug.
He'll get hugged. He's tired.
Aw.
He'll allow to be hugged.
Yeah. Hey. It's never easy, especially for one so young. But you are a strong individual, and you'll grow into a stronger man. And I believe that you will become a great leader someday because of what you have endured and what you have seen. And use all of that to better empathize with those around you.
If I can stay out of jail.
You let us worry about that. Just continue to speak to us of those things that are haunting you.
Okay. William's gonna walk off.
All right. Where are you guys headed now?
I'd like to get my car, but I don't want to go by myself.
I think should we check out the house in the daylight more, because that's where it happened. I don't know.
Yeah, so you guys
Let's get our car.
You guys have the house. You guys know that William has that picture.
Oh yeah, that does
and
remind
then
me.
The matchsticks box.
Yes, William. Does the name Corktown Studios? Does that sound familiar to you at all?
Does it sound familiar to him? Has he been there?
You haven't, but you remember a couple of days ago, because it kind of wasn't important at the time, but now that these things have happened and you see the matchstick, you remember you got this letter that was, Dear William, thank you for your application at the art exhibit. We have approved your work. And it will be showcased at such and such times on such and such dates. Pretty much like you were accepted, you applied and gave a piece of artwork to this studio. And when you first saw it, it was like, obviously spam or something like that. It got mixed up. I don't know. It just kind of rings a little weird now.
So I don't do art at all, right?
Yeah,
right.
You don't
Okay.
You don't art.
I don't do the arts.
Don't art.
The name. I got a letter in the mail, and at first I thought it was just nothing. I mean, it's saying that something of my art has been approved and accepted, and they're going to showcase it there. I just thought it was like an advertisement or something, like they just put everybody's names or something on it. But I mean, it looked kind of official. I don't know. I don't really remember going over there.
found these in Bryce's room.
I don't remember anything. I don't know.
Maybe Bryce did something on your behalf. What was your relationship with that boy?
Was there anything special of that, Mitchell?
Not really. I mean, it's kind of like roommates who are busy on two different aisles of friend groups. They just kind of come and go.
No, I mean, he was a roommate. I barely talked to him. There was nothing that, like, I don't even remember last time I saw him. Just on different schedules. Yeah, the letter, I don't know. I actually didn't remember if it was real or not. I thought I was, in the middle of a dream or something. I don't know.
If it was in one of your dreams, perhaps we should check it out, because maybe it could give us some ideas of what some of these mysterious things that continue to happen around you.
He'll kind of look if Abigail or Aiden are here.
Yeah.
Just kind of shrug and I guess.
All right. So you guys head over to Corktown Studios. Coming up, it's like in this like trendy downtown area, very like support local type attitude here, and it's this tin building, concrete with like tin stapled onto it, and kind of like this very artsy Corktown Studios right above it. It speaks of art, like very much, that scene, and very like kind of these out there type of art, not a very high class art studio. It does say that the exhibit opens around 7:30 p.m. So, assuming you guys woke up in the afternoon, it's about 2 p.m. right now. You can probably just grab a bite to eat, rest up a little bit before heading back to the studio when it opens up.
Would we try and get Beverly's car? Or is that like on the opposite side of town, too far away?
It's not on the opposite side of town. But yeah, you can go try to grab her car.
Yeah.
Want to do that?
Yeah. So it kind of takes somewhat of the afternoon. It will require a tow, which is aggravating, that whole process. As you wait outside, looking here in the daylight, everything just feels so different. People are coming in and out of the 7-Eleven. You see the smoke again from the factories not too far off. The tattoo parlor's open, and there's several cars parked in front of it.
Checking my room, is it like all fine now within the shattered mirror?
There's a shattered mirror. The dresser is open. Several of the clothes on the floor.
But like nothing is there anymore.
Not that you see, no. It feels safe.
William is going to go to Aiden at some point during all of this, and have you heard anything from the police about Bryce?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that cop car still parked down the street too.
I guess I would go to the cop car, because I'm curious if they saw anything about
I'll come with.
my car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go to the cop car. I would like to use my charismatic aura again, assuming there are people inside.
There are. So you roll down, the window rolls down as
Just
you
polite
approach.
knock, like. Excuse me, officers. Were you on duty last night?
Yeah, it's one individual with this blonde, dusty hair. He looks pretty young, so definitely
Okay.
kind of like fresh out of the academy.
Okay.
Gives you if you were a younger single woman, you would think
Yeah.
it was like almost admiring.
Mhm.
But of course you're married, so that thought doesn't even come into your head.
He's just being friendly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he kind of extends his hand. Ma'am, what seems to be the problem? You okay?
I just had some questions.
Yeah, sure.
About last night. You were here last night, right?
Yes, ma'am. Just making sure everything's all right. Watching over the scene of the crime of sorts.
So that's my car right over there.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to sound awkward, but did you see by chance who might have put an animal inside my tailpipe?
Oh, no, ma'am. This place seemed pretty clear for the whole night.
Wait, clear for the whole night, but there was
Yes,
that
ma'am.
crowd of people around.
Crowd of people, ma'am.
Yeah, about a dozen or two. Wouldn't you say so, Aiden?
Yeah,
Oh,
perfectly right.
Just right over there. You couldn't have
Is-
missed them.
Aiden. And he looks at Aiden.
Post-draw. Yep.
Phil Glover. And he just kind of stares at
What was that
Aiden.
name?
Yeah, that name sounds really familiar. What
Yeah.
was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's familiar.
So Clark Glover was the person that you shot with your or allegedly shot with your service pistol and killed.
Ah!
Yeah.
Ah, I love it.
And he just
I know.
stares at Aiden.
Is there, officer, is there something wrong?
There's nothing wrong. I'm gonna look at the officer. You should listen to her. She knows what she's talking about. I'm gonna walk away though. I can't look him in the eye.
And he turns to Beverly. You be careful now, miss. That man right there, he's a murderer.
What are you talking about?
I don't want to get into it, but I wouldn't trust him. And you like hear the car start up. Well, ma'am, I gotta head out. Someone will be relieving me soon.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't see anything. It was pretty clear all night. But you know, there's kids that come around here think it's funny to kind of pull some pranks, so I wouldn't think of it too much. Pretty lady like you probably you don't have any enemies. So
Well, thank you. You're very kind.
of course. And you know, he rolls up the window. And,
Go with God. I guess I'd walk back to Aiden then. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Aiden, keep it together.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting the dice.
She's like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's already happening.
8 and 10.
Oh, look at you, boy.
Inspiration.
So how much?
18 plus.
18.
Yeah.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, you grit your teeth and stay the course without undue influence. Grit that teeth.
All right. How old are you? Yeah.
Or like mid-30s.
36.
Remember reading the news 9 years
Um,
ago? That's where the name should ring a bell.
Oh dear. I. I. No wonder there was that. Oh. Oh, I am so sorry.
Can I ask you an honest question?
Of course.
You sure about that? You think I did it?
I don't. I don't believe that. I have spent time with you, and I believe that while you are a haunted man, that you are not an evil man. And I believe that I don't think that you would be capable of willingly doing something like that.
Thank you. I'm gonna walk away.
All right. What are you guys doing next?
Art gallery. Yay.
Art gallery? Yeah, no. William got back in the car and was just kind of sitting there. Maybe drifting off to sleep. I don't know.
All right. So you guys head on over to the art gallery.
Ooh, I do have a quote though for Aiden, which is
Ooh.
And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. Corinthians 13:13.
God.
You've just been Bibled.
Not again.
Not again.
So you guys show up. The sun has set. It's once again cold, and but this is a nice crowd. Like, people are out and moving. There's like these little lights that are strung up between the different buildings, which is, it's a nice place. Heading inside. This place kind of has this long white hallway, and then a bucket tied to like this post. It looks like people are putting in tickets as people move into it, but no one's really like watching.
Is there somebody near that's like that works there, or is an attendant there, or a curator?
You notice an attendant. She's not near it per se, but she's a little bit further down into the art gallery. She seems to have like this little earpiece and looking around every now and then.
And William's gonna turn to the kind of group and be like, I guess I'm gonna go ask if anything is in here from me. I don't know.
Of course.
Okay. He would go find the woman with the earpiece.
All right. So are all you guys moving forward, or just William?
Yeah, I'll go and I'll probably keep an eye on him and just kind of go see what the crowd's like, or where I can maybe if I can spot his piece that he supposedly has.
Okay. So as you guys kind of walk in, the first thing you guys notice is this isn't a normal art exhibit. Instead of pieces on the wall and everything, it just looks like there are these scenes displayed by use of mannequins, dressed up in elegant gowns and fashion accessories. But in these places, above kind of like the entrance is a sign that titles the exhibit Empty Spaces. The first one you kind of pass as you're chasing this woman who suddenly kind of walked deeper into the art studio as she's talking to someone in an earpiece. The first exhibit on your left displays these two kids, young teens, as they're scaling this wall, this rocky wall. The second one that you move past is kind of a little bit more surreal. There's this bed with lots of flowers underneath it, blossoming towards this corpse with flowers coming out of its eyes and mouth. It's almost ritualistically tied together and compressed. But it's strange and weird.
Strange is bad.
There's almost this point, Abigail, as you walk past the first exhibit, that you almost feel like one of the mannequins turn its heads towards you. It kind of gazes at you for a little bit.
I see if anyone reacts, like that we're looking reacts to anything.
Nope.
I quickly move by.
You hear soft laughter in the distance as you do. But William, you finally catch up.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am.
Yes.
I got a letter in the mail a couple days ago saying that my exhibit had been accepted. My name is William Bedford.
Oh, yes, William, of course. I didn't think you'd be here today. We have you set up over here. And she walks a little bit down and into this large chamber.
He's gonna look back at the group and be like, guys, I'm gonna... Okay. He's gonna
I'll follow you as soon as I can,
Yeah.
as soon as I pull myself away.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll go in first.
In the first thing you guys see is this cupboard. Pretty large. Scratched up in kind of like the entrance ways of it. And she comes up and she places two hands upon the knobs and opens it. Inside is lit up is this little miniature county fair with Ferris wheels starting to move as the door opens up. And figurines placed all throughout. It's almost like this little miniature world.
Beverly and I were there.
Uh-huh. And she... Well, here it is. I believe we have it all to your specifications. Everything is good.
When did I bring this in? When did...
Well, it was delivered about a week ago.
How did I email you? Did I call? What?
You came in, dear.
I came in?
Yes. I'm sorry. You are William Bedford, yes? And she kind of like moves
Yeah.
through, so.
Yeah, I am. I just don't remember doing anything like this.
Dear, you are way too young to be drinking.
Did you speak to him personally?
I didn't, but my assistant did. I just saw him come in.
Is your
Can we
assistant
speak to
here?
them?
Of course. And she kind of clicks her button and yes, yeah. Can you come down here, please? All right, thank you. All right. Well, if there's anything else, I must be off.
There's nothing else? I didn't come with anybody, or...
No, you didn't. You were alone. Are you okay?
I'm
Look,
fine.
I know you're stressed, but people will love it. It's a nice little thing. I especially love the attention to detail. There's all these little scratch marks in the inside of the cupboard. It's kind of eerie in a way, almost like you're trying to tell us something about commercialism or something like that. It's pretty far-reaching, but I think it's clever.
It's gonna look at Aiden.
Damn right.
Do
I
you have
didn't
your
do
hand
it.
up, miss?
Oh wait, no, this is like out of character. I
Oh,
didn't
okay.
do that.
Yeah, she walks out.
Like in character, out of character. I'm gonna compare that photo that we had from the fridge to this little carnival thing.
Ooh,
Does it look similar?
Yeah, you see a little family kind of propped up, and if you kind of like go at it as an angle, you can see the Ferris wheel turning, and you notice that there are figurines in each of the little carousel, or the Ferris wheel cars. But then there's the one that kind of matches this, and it goes around and around. There's one singular individual. It looks feminine, kind of gazing out, standing up actually within the car.
I'm gonna point it out to William.
What did you say, Aiden?
So what have you got there? Looking over at you, trying to get an angle with this photo.
Yeah, I found that photo on the refrigerator last night, and I've never seen it before. I don't even remember it being taken. I don't.
As soon as I find the right angle, I'll hand it over to Aiden.
I'm actually gonna snatch it before you find the right angle.
Snatching.
Rude ass.
And then, real quick, do you hear that? It's quiet.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Shit.
What are you talking about? What's wrong?
This is just weird. Beverly, and when things are weird, it means it's about to go very wrong.
I don't remember doing this. I don't
Yeah,
remember the
You've
wardrobe.
really done it.
Perhaps this is some sort of sign, something.
William is going to start to get closer to the Ferris wheel in the car.
You start to move a little bit closer. Aiden and Abigail, as you're kind of looking around, you notice a couple holding hands but naked walk across the opening of the exhibit and then disappear as they walk past it.
No.
Do y'all see that?
William, you're kind of getting a little bit closer, and oh my god, the likeness, the detail, it's all there. But really, your eyes kind of glaze over as you stare past the family, and you notice several scratch marks, 4 of them just kind of in the side of the cupboard. You remember the police reports. Your childhood friend was stuffed into a cupboard, tried to claw her way out, and ended up suffocating. You can almost hear like scratching noises as you do.
I don't remember doing this. I don't remember doing any of this. I can't. I don't know.
Think about it. Some part of you must have a connection to this place, to these things.
I don't want to remember. I don't want to remember. I don't want to remember.
But it might help you figure it all out. Something is trying to speak to you.
No, you don't understand. You don't want what's speaking to me to speak to you. You don't want any of this.
I'm gonna separate him from from the set.
Yeah, he's starting to lose it. He's starting
back by the shoulders.
I don't.
Please.
I can't. I don't know what's happening anymore. I didn't do this. I don't
talk to me.
I don't remember doing this. I don't remember the picture. I don't remember the fair. I don't remember any of this.
But some part of you knows. Otherwise, you wouldn't be reacting this strongly.
I'm just
Abigail,
tired.
roll for your disadvantage.
Ooh, shit. 18, motherfucker.
Oh, snap.
Look at you.
Did she head out of the room? Where's Abigail?
So yeah, you feel like these hands place upon your shoulder, Abigail, but you just kind of shrug off of it. Not today, Satan.
Actually,
Actually.
we, but I felt it, so we should not be here.
Okay.
There's nothing good here.
Where's the
Can I head out?
I want to
Where
talk
those
to the
people
assistant. I
Yeah.
need to
What I
find
saw?
out.
Yeah, you kind of walk out of this immediate showcase area. There is no one here.
I'm gonna call out. Hey, I get it. I know I had to make a choice, right? But this has to stop.
You hear the padding of feet as about 5 naked individuals around the age of 50 approach you. One of them carrying this large cleaver.
Ooh. It's gun time.
One of them steps forward and
Stop.
looks at William. He gets down on his knee and then just lays prostrate right in front of William. The others follow suit, and the man holds up this cleaver towards William.
Will, don't do it.
Power to the weak and strength to the powerless.
I don't know what the fuck is going on. I can't. We gotta
I'm
go.
gonna put a hand on your shoulder. Will, just.
We gotta go.
Do I get the same vibe from these people as I just had?
Mm-hmm.
We're done. This is gonna stop.
Is it ever going to stop? Is it ever going to stop? We've been living this fucking lie. We've been living this fucking thing for how many years?
What are you talking about?
It's the fuck thing.
What thing, William?
Too late. Don't.
It's never going to end. It's never
And
going
it's
to be.
chosen you for something. What is it? And what does it want?
Don't want to know.
But I do.
don't
no,
know.
I need to know.
It's
You don't
nothing-
understand.
It's nothing good.
You don't know that.
I felt it.
Guys,
Gotta go.
just leave.
Have these figures made any other movements other than holding this cleaver out?
Just these naked bodies in front of you laying down. There's a crash behind you back into the exhibit. Looking back, you notice the cupboard has fallen forward onto the ground. Pieces of these miniatures flying out and bouncing across the floor.
Abigail. Beverly, you can leave. This ain't about you guys.
No, I will see this through. I have to.
And I'm not leaving my best friend.
You don't
What do you-
understand. There has to be meaning. There has to be purpose.
What if there isn't?
There
What if
is.
there isn't?
There is.
I'm a hug my friendo.
Aw, hug you. What do you want me to do? He's gonna kind of ask the word. What do you want me to do? You want me to kill them? Is that what you want me to do? God damn it. You lead me here. You make me do these things. Why? Why?
You see a pair of hands extend out from underneath the cupboard. It starts moving towards you, inching closer.
Guys, we gotta go.
Go. Where's that cleaver?
It's held aloft for William.
I can't.
Fuck it, I'm rolling the die. I'm gonna try to grab it.
All right, you grab it.
Guys, go.
Not leaving you.
I fucking told you what to do.
I pull out the gun. I'm not leaving you.
We will see this through together.
Look.
I'm gonna aim the thing and shoot it. I'm gonna shoot this thing. I'm gonna try to shoot
Alright.
this thing.
Which
You
thing?
shoot.
The
The thing
dresser
crawling out of the thing
All
crawling
right.
out of the dresser.
All right, go ahead and shoot.
What do I need to roll for that?
Roll violence.
Oh, guess what, guys? That's not my roll.
It's your favorite roll.
Oh, I have a -1 in violence, so total of 6. Shoot my foot.
All right, you shoot out and you hear this whimpering with this blood pouring out from underneath the cupboard. You see the hair kind of move out from under the cupboard, and you notice this small girl crawling out,
Oh fuck.
clutching her shoulder, blood pooling on it as she looks up weak and.
Beverly would rush over to try to help her.
I'm gonna try and stop Beverly.
William is gonna drop the gun.
Drop
Hey,
the
get it
gun.
out of your hand
Go
before you
get
do that.
All right. Abigail, if you're gonna try to stop Beverly, or Beverly, what do you do as Abigail tries to like stop you?
So one of my advantages is that I am ice cold.
Oh
So
yeah.
I can get edges in combat situations. So I imagine she's focused on helping the little girl. So she would try to push, not like, but like use moves to get over there.
All right. Go ahead, and I believe it's coolness, right, or coldness, or yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll.
Am I rolling against anything?
Yeah, you can roll to hinder.
So I got a 21.
How the hell?
Hey, fuck you. Respectfully.
Yeah, so
respect you.
there's no
So
hinder
I get
roll.
3 edges.
Word.
So I just imagine fucking Beverly's like matrix dodging right now. It's like you're grabbing her after image in like an anime.
I'm too fast for you.
Or
Yeah.
maybe it's like one of those things
Power
where it's
Chris
like
compels
she's
me.
just like, huh, and you grab and it's like just her jacket. Just how did this happen?
Jesus. Jesus.
Yeah, and this little girl just falls into the arms of Beverly. He shot me.
Yeah, so she's putting like pressure on the wound. And she looks at Aiden. It's just like call the police, like call an ambulance.
All right, let me pull up my phone.
She places a hand upon your cheek, Beverly, this young girl, and she looks at you with like these glazed over eyes, and she kind of leans in closer. Beverly.
Yes, child, what is it?
What?
Show him divinity. Show him.
Of course.
And
Please stay with me.
she places a knife in your hands. Show her. And she just goes limp. Her head kind of hitting the floor.
I'm gonna pull out my taser as soon as I see a knife.
Next.
So the call goes through. Hello? 911 operator, how may I help you?
We have a young Caucasian woman in critical condition. I'm gonna give the address right away.
No.
What?
We don't do that here. And there's a click.
This isn't real. None of this is real.
Okay.
None of this is real. This is one of our night.
It's real, boy, and we're in it. And I've been here before, and I'm going to tell you right now. It just
What are
gets
you doing,
worse.
Beverly?
I don't know. I mean, I just imagine she's kind of in shock right now because the little girl just died in her arms. So
As soon
she
as
just-
Beverly makes a move towards me, I am literally turning the taser
Well,
on.
my question, Mitchell, is that
Love that you
you
have a
said
taser.
him and then you said her. So, like, who was the implication for?
Oh,
Or
sorry.
is it ambiguous?
Him.
Okay. And was it Aiden him or
It feels like a William him.
Okay.
William.
All right, cool.
She makes any move towards William, I'm fucking tasing.
Okay.
Thanks for giving me a taser, bitch.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so she's just like holding this body and just like crying.
I didn't
Well,
know. I didn't know. I didn't know it was. I don't know. William's losing it at this point.
I'm going to check my gun. Or-
your
it's not
gun
mine.
out. It wasn't yours.
It's
Everybody has guns now,
good.
thanks for
He
subscribing.
dropped it.
except me.
We
You have a knife.
That's true.
William, you feel something, kind of this itchiness around your stomach.
He's going to lift up his shirt.
You see almost like what looks like hands pushing against the skin.
Oh no.
Do we all see this?
Yeah.
Stop it. Just stop. What the fuck do you want? What do you want? Just tell me.
William, I can save you.
You can.
What?
You can.
Don't listen to
You out
her.
of your goddamn mind.
What? I can't
Right.
hear you.
I said, William, come here. It will be all right.
Gonna start
William,
moving
not
towards
moving.
her.
I am gonna get in the way.
I'm going to put a hand.
I just
On
wanted
William.
dead.
You guys
No,
notice
it's okay.
as you look around that there are more of these naked individuals.
Isn't it?
Kind of come into the room. They're almost half circling you, watching.
William,
Is this-
please, do it now, soon, before it's too late.
Swear to God.
And they start
Want me
kind
to
of this
just-
chant, this. Ooh,
Is this
I
Midsummer?
was gonna say this is Midsummer.
I can't.
This is very disturbing.
Who's gonna end up in the bear costume? It's gonna be me.
It's always Alex.
Back.
Always me. Okay, no. He's gonna start to try and move towards Bev.
I'm going to pull up my
William-
phone.
You're pulling out your phone?
Yep.
What are you doing with it?
I'm going to call my ex-wife.
All right. It goes through.
Hey, you there?
What time? Yeah, I'm here. Well, Aiden.
I
what are
tried
you
to make it
doing?
work. I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
Take care now.
Wait, hold on. You still have It just kind of disconnects.
Yep.
So Abigail, you're trying to prevent William from going closer to Beverly?
Yes.
Yo, please, just move.
I would stand up, like gently moving the child off so I can walk towards William.
I have a taser pointed straight at you.
I'm going to intervene as well.
All right, I love this scene. You have these naked individuals surrounding
Chanting.
four people.
Yeah.
William trying to get close to Beverly with Abigail and Aiden
When I
in
walk
between
through
them.
the valley in the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for the Lord is with me.
William, you don't. This doesn't need to happen.
Yes, it does.
It
It
doesn't
does
need to
need to
happen.
happen. William, let me save you.
My message.
Please. Please let me save you.
William,
It's
you're
so
my
much
best
bigger-
friend. I need you to trust
It's
me.
so much bigger than they know. They do not understand.
It's an end. I just want all of this to stop.
Come to me, please, before it's too late.
William, you have the power to fix it. You kind of feel it inside of you.
He's gonna go towards it.
All right, roll inner power.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay. Alrighty. Hold on.
Wow.
This
Ian,
is-
go ahead and roll.
This is the role I do well in. 17.
Ooh, all right. My
Nice.
question is, who is your enemy?
I don't know.
Who are your enemies?
Oh crap.
Gut reaction.
Oh god, oh
Four,
god, oh god, oh god, oh god,
three,
oh god, oh god.
2. Say it.
Aiden.
I rolled a 10 and a 9. You tell me what's up.
All right.
Gasp!
I love this. All right, so Aiden points a gun at Beverly, and the gun goes off, but not before William just kind of, these hands reach out of his chest and grab at Aiden's midsection with such force that it caves in his stomach, almost twisting him in this unnatural way. Beverly gets shot in the chest.
Wait, I don't get to react?
It's a gun.
Okay, alright.
We have to.
So you take a serious injury.
Okay.
And so does Aiden.
Okay.
But you guys are still alive as Aiden collapses to the floor, kind of gasping as his bones are kind of in these weird crunched up places, and Beverly as well. You can feel like the blood start to ooze out of your chest.
Okay. So I would reach out for William again and just please, before it's too late, before I don't have the strength anymore.
I'm gonna reach out for my gun.
You kind of start moving towards your gun.
What's William? Is William like? What's his face like right now? Like, what vibe am I getting off of him?
Do you have anything, Mitchell? I can.
Oh, that's
describe it.
you.
Okay. He's done. He's void. He is completely dead set on getting to Beverly. Any and all cost, because he thinks that this will end it. So that is what he's gonna head towards Beverly.
Nope.
Noops. Noops.
And she just has like that light of like, I understand my true calling and purpose right now.
Will, I'm not 100% sure what's going on right now, but this can't be the end for you.
Don't
It is not the end. It's so much more.
just go.
Please. Let me save him.
Yeah, you can see.
You
like,
don't understand. If you truly loved him, you would let him do this.
The light has
She-
changed into like this dark luminescence from outside.
Hurry.
Hurry, please.
She is manipulating you. She is going to kill you.
I know. I know.
You can't just leave me here.
You see, Aiden has picked up his gun.
Would you damn him forever? Would you want that for him? Who made you God?
Abigail's,
Taser.
yeah.
Taser.
And-
Taser.
Taser, maybe God.
Yeah.
So Abigail, what are you doing?
I want to see if I can. I'm not very good at words in real life. I want to see if I can try to use my fork tongue ability just to get like more time for William to stop moving.
All right, go ahead and roll. Aiden, what did you get?
10 total.
Who are you aiming at?
Beverly.
My heart
That's
feels.
cool.
And I oop. Okay.
Huh.
17.
That's 19 plus 3 on forked tongue.
Oh damn.
So
I
Alright,
get 3 combat edges, Mitchell.
Oh, what are you spending your combat edge on?
Of being a more difficult target to not get shot again.
do the silly
Or
salmon.
can I grab the gun from him? Is that possible?
No, you're a little bit far.
Okay.
So what I'll say, you can
Okay.
spend an edge to put yourself in between Abigail and Aiden. So Aiden, you had the shot, but Beverly kind of moved a little bit. You know you can still take the shot, but it'll be through Abigail. But if you take that shot,
No.
all right. What'd you get, Abigail?
So I got 22 on
Ooh.
manipulation.
You guys are using D4s, right? That's the correct dice for this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
a natural 22 on my d4s.
Yeah.
So I can either choose by they trust you or they're spellbound by you, or they reveal a weakness. I think I want to try and keep them like quote unquote spellbound. Just try and like get him listening to me and not moving.
Alright.
Maybe like pushing him away if I can.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna.
And I
Okay,
take
he's,
the +1 ongoing against them during the scene.
All right. Yeah.
Wow.
You start talking to William as Beverly and Aiden are kind of looking at each other, but Abigail, you're in between the two.
That's what I'm trying to get him out of here.
There is a line of naked bodies in between you and the outside,
done too much.
as well as this dark red luminescence.
Can I at least get out from in between those two? Like, is there enough room for me to move?
There is, yeah.
Like, and in this conversation, and like, I'll have both hands on like William's face too, just talking to him, keeping his focus on me, and just listening.
All right. You continue pushing William, and strangely, the crowd parts as you two move out. Beverly and Aiden, you are here alone.
I'm gonna try to go after them like you don't know what you're doing. You're going to damn us all.
What do you do, Aiden?
Try for that second shot.
All right.
16 total.
Okay, so do I? Now was the last thing all of my edges?
No, it was
or-
just one of them.
Okay. So I guess like as I'm stumbling, like there's one of the bodies in front or something like that.
Ooh, you can grab the girl.
Well, no, because there's like a shitload of naked people around us, right?
Yeah, but they're like standing up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh God, no, she wouldn't grab the girl. No. Like
But
that's
she's dead.
disrespectful, Mitchell.
That's fine. She's already dead. She won't feel it. And it's for your purpose.
Disrespectful young lady. Let's see. Oh man. Now this is where I want to know if it can be something cool, like it bounces off like her cross or something like that.
Oh, Christ compels
Yeah,
her.
Bible,
Or
yeah.
like it's like she has like he
Ooh,
shoots her and it's like in the Bible that she holds.
Here's something.
Yeah.
So the shot goes off, and you see what looks like Abigail in front of you. But she's like on all fours. Aiden, you see Abigail, but there's something off about her. There's something unsettling and surreal about her. as she just catches this bullet right in the face.
Is
And
it actually me?
No, blood starts to drip down.
But William is still, there's no William doppelgangers, right?
Correct.
Okay, I'm continuing to follow, like, whatever.
Fuck that bitch.
And this creature kind of moves forward towards Aiden. Rebecca.
That face, though, Jesus.
I'm sorry, my sister doesn't understand.
Can't do this anymore.
I know. Come with me.
No.
Why not?
Oh, the gun, right?
Yep.
Rolling for combat.
Go ahead. Who are you aiming at?
I messaged you. I got a 6 and a 6. Roll 6, 4, 2, 12 total.
Ooh. All right. As Rebecca moves close, yep. Aiden puts the gun right in his mouth, fires, and his blood just kind of shoots out into the back white wall.
Last survivor.
R.I.P.
Beverly drags herself forward, following William and Abigail, as Abigail continues to push her outside. The entranceway is aglow. On the other side, there's this red, almost dark illumination, and the door is open. You can almost see a beautiful black tower in the distance outside. Black roads leading to it, and buildings on either side.
What is it? What vibe am I getting? Like, what's the vibe check?
Oh, what vibe are you getting?
A really happy and fun one? Like, it's a good time and a safe place to go?
It's like when they open up the refrigerator in Ghostbusters and it's like the temple.
Yeah, before
Yeah. Gozer.
It feels different. And there's this hand that's placed upon your shoulder as you see Rebecca next to you. And she smiles towards the red glow. William, you can almost see reflected in the eyes of Abigail behind you, the silhouette of this woman. Hands folded out in front of her, short brown hair. She looks just like she did then. Beautiful and vibrant.
Mom. Mom.
Come.
Will it stop? Will it all stop?
It will.
Wait, do I see this?
You do.
Get away from her, William!
He's looking at Abigail. I can't stay. I have to go.
Rebecca, is this what's supposed to happen?
I don't know.
She nods. He's not yours to keep.
Okay.
William is
Beverly,
gonna. Yeah.
what do you do?
I'm just trying to get to him as fast as I can.
You like grab onto William's ankle.
Yeah. Please!
Rebecca, should I stop her?
And she looks down at Beverly, looks back at you. She has a smile on her face. Use your hands.
Sorry, Jen. I'm gonna get on top of her and start choking her out or some shit. Like
Okay.
beating her against the ground or whatever. Just like with an untold
Bludgeon.
fury.
Can I use my combat edge, the final one I have,
Yeah.
to kill William or like stab him, before
Ooh, yeah.
Stab at
So
thee.
I will say your combat edge can give you the initiative here,
Okay.
and you can roll violence. And if
Okay.
you are successful,
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try.
but you
I'm
definitely
sorry,
feel
Alex.
like Abigail's
Okay.
hands upon your neck starting
Oh
to
yeah,
choke you.
I know.
Apathy.
That's 3 and a 7 is a 10, 11.
Just 11?
Yeah.
Ooh, all right. So I get to choose. The GM chooses. All right, you're subject to a counterattack. I will say yes. William, you feel the knife dive right into your stomach, and this kind of drags its way down, splitting part of you open as part of your blood just starts oozing down. While Abigail, in this like frustration, just like whack, and you kind of hear the
Yeah.
crunch of bone as blood starts to
That's
pool
okay.
out of Beverly's head. And you can see like Rebecca like pushing on Abigail's shoulders. It's almost like this sexual energy as she is just enjoying this whole process.
Okay, girl, you get that. You get it.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
William, what are you doing?
Kink shame in this house.
Shaky, he's shaking. He's realizing that, he's been injured. Does my special ability thing come back in, or
You can if you unleash it.
no, Lord? Let's unleash it.
Unleash it.
I'm unleashing it.
Roll it.
I'm rolling it. Come on. Okay. 9, 13. Do I add anything to it? Hold on, let me see. 14. Yeah, it's 14.
14, you say. All right. All right. Okay, that's not too bad. Who's it aimed at? Who's your opponent?
Beverly.
All right. Beverly is just kind of ripped in half as these hands reach out from your stomach and grab the bottom half of Beverly and just tears the bottom half from the top, with Abigail still kind of pounding on the head.
Love you, Jen.
I'm sorry, Jen.
That's okay.
William is going to, after that happens, he's gonna like kind of fall on his knees, and as blood and viscera is like pouring out of him at this point. It ends here. Mom, I'm tired. I just want to go home.
You
Take me
will.
home.
You will, my son. And she kind of places a hand upon your shoulder, and you feel her claws kind of dig into it as she drags you towards the black tower. Abigail, what are you doing?
Well, Rebecca told me that it's not mine to keep. If anything, I'd want a quick, little, head touch, ooh, we're still my best friend, but fuck, we gotta go. Or you gotta go. I don't do whatever Rebecca tells me after this. Fuck. Kind of not thinking.
All right. William goes through the doors. They close up. And Abigail, you are in front of this painting, which very much looks like this road leading up to this dark tower with a mom and a smaller figure next to her. The art studio's crowded. People walking by.
Was that all real?
Who are you asking, Rebecca?
Yeah.
She smiles at you.
Very cool.
It was all a dream.
I guess there's nothing else keeping me there. I leave.
All right, you head out. So kind of a little epilogue. Abigail does her best to move on, probably. Rebecca doesn't really stop by anymore. William. Oh, the adventures William goes on. Such adventures.
If I like check the papers, like, did these people exist?
They did. They all are recorded as going missing.
You're the new survivor for the part 3.
Wow.
Bryce makes a full recovery.
Oh, good job, Bryce.
Yay! Hang in there, kiddo.
Mm-hmm. There's even some rumors that his injuries were greatly exaggerated.
Imagine that.
I drop out of college.
That's fair. You're like, fuck this.
Just like.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. That's Legacy of Oakwood Heights. Good job.
Good.
Ciao.
I've never
Ciao.
survived before. This is weird.
I
You're
know.
the survivor this time. Yay!
Hold on, let's fix this. Everyone roll 2d10s.
2d4s.
6.
I'm really trying to play somebody that didn't kill people. I didn't get into fights.
I didn't bludgeon anyone this time.
I
I'm
did.
disappointed. You did. I'm
Yeah!
glad.
I'm so proud of you.
Oh man.
All right. Thank you everyone for watching. This was Penny for a Tale, premiering Legacy of Oakwood Heights, which will be coming out later in November. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Other than that, tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are doing a one-shot of City of Mist by Amit Moshe, which is this amazing game powered by the Apocalypse as well. 2d6 that time, though. And then Wednesday, we're doing a special Halloween thing with a bunch of LARP groups in the area who will be doing this scary stories type of thing. So make sure to check it out on our website, as well as our Facebook group. All this stuff are in the comments, etc. Other than that, I really want to thank Colby Elliott, who did the teaser for Oakwood Heights, and you will find his information as well as other books that you can grab right below the details if you're checking us out on YouTube, as well as in the chat if you are still present and interested. He does amazing voice work. Definitely love him a lot. Other than that, let's thank our actors.
I'm sorry you all died.
Oh.
It'd be like that.
Tables have turned.
Tables have turned. Yeah.
Oh, the tables. And everyone have a wonderful night. Bye.
Night.
Keep saying bye.
Bye.
Oh, wow.
Keep saying
So I didn't stop yet.
You just have to keep doing jazz hands until
Jazz
keep,
hands.
Keep doing the jazz hands.
Combine our power so Mitch can end the stream.
Let's go to sleep.
Guys,
Together.
finish.
Let's all sleep together.
Nice.
Uh,
All right.
Bye.
Respectfully.
I like you guys, but I don't consent to that.
Keep
What a
Jesus.
mood.
Jazz hands this long.
I can't.
I know,
I'm done.
I'm just doing
Bye.
this for